Oh, Noah. All right, so let's see what shitty opinions we're gonna be sharing today.
Yeah. Yep.
All
All right.
right, sorry.
I don't know what you're
You missed
trying to
her.
do, but you sound like you're trying to do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme, but you're just failing
It,
massively at
it's
it.
it's actually it's actually MK2, but thank you. It's
Oh, that
close, I
just shows
guess.
how much shit you are at the. Anyway, Mortal Kombat
Wow.
game tier list. Let's go.
All right.
Sorry, Noah. Sorry,
Me
Noah.
too.
Sorry, Noah and Kevin, because I'm out. My feelings are hurt.
Okay.
All right, Mortal Kombat 2, I think. Yes. All
Yeah,
right,
that's Mortal
three,
Kombat 2.
two, one, go.
Yeah.
And I'm being generous.
Did you put it in
I
okay?
agree with Mark.
No, you suck.
It's pretty damn good. I love it.
I don't like this game, but
Wow,
I'm being
shocker.
generous. I'm being
Wow.
generous because everyone seems to think it's a good game, so I'm being generous and putting it
It
at
is a
okay.
wonderful game.
Dude, like I wasn't even born in the early '90s, and I could probably and many people would tell you that MK2 was like the hot shit at the time.
It was.
Nah,
It really
it's
was.
just plain shit.
Okay, sure. You
I
just make
hate.
good
Maybe
shit
you're
and
saying
bad
it's
shit.
hot. Maybe you're saying it's pure shit because you're shit at the game. Oh fuck yeah!
You
Oh,
know what? Actually, I don't want to be generous anymore. I don't like the game, so I'm gonna put it as shit. Yeah.
Like this game was fun.
I
Like I played
hate
it. I played.
how Mortal Kombat plays in the older games.
Well, as I was saying, I do think it's aged quite a bit. I do have a lot of fun with this game. I played this a shitload in Midway Arcade Treasures too, and it's
The
like
only
and the
gripe
AI.
I have with this game for being like perfect is like well actually two things. One, it's really hard because AI is
Yeah,
completely
the AI is bullshit.
and second, um like it's so hard to remember fatalities in that game.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so
like
that was
Because
that's a
you have
big
to like
problem.
do like a freeze fatality and then you have to like do the blowing up one. Like it's like two fatalities at once really.
you have to do a freeze and then a blow. Sorry,
It's
I'm
really
immature.
satisfying when it works though.
But nobody
It
got the
gets
fact that I was
better.
being immature.
Yeah, we come to accept that.
Yay!
No,
But yeah, MK2 is just a fucking blast. Like I even played it in the arcades at a bar, so you know it's a fun game to play with your
oh
friends.
well,
Like
he changed his mind.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna be generous of other people's feelings. I don't like the game. I never want to play the game again. I'm putting it at the very bottom.
damn, it's a little harsh, bro.
I
But
know it's
that's okay.
harsh, but part of me doesn't care. And by part of me, I think all of me.
Part of me is like, yeah, I was gonna say, I think the whole you doesn't care.
I don't think I care. Yeah.
Is it like the exact? But if you could explain a little bit more on why you don't like it.
I just don't like how the classic Mortal Kombat games play. I think the future
Just-
ones, the NetherRealm ones rather, they play so much better. Like there's just no
Yeah.
point to playing the classics. And in my opinion, if there's no point to playing a game, it has no business being so high.
Well,
Because the best games are timeless classics, and Mortal Kombat, the original
it
Mortal
is a
Kombat,
timeless
is
classic.
not a
Literally
timeless
everybody,
classic.
literally everybody can tell you the fact that
Mortal
MK2
Kombat
was
2
the
is
shit.
more than the first one.
I guarantee those same people would rather play 9, 10, or 11 over it.
Probably. I don't know.
We'll see. I'll check and see if they have more what you call it sales than that. Also,
anyway.
Elon's saying that is it too late now? And I'm like, kinda. We saw the first game already, but
We ranked one game. It's too late. You can't join.
Wait, what? Wait, is
I
Eli
don't know.
trying to join in or something?
I
You know,
don't
he
know.
just says you guys start. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But he can join whenever. I mean, it is a free for all. All right. Anyway, but
Yeah.
next up, Mythology Sub-Zero.
3, 2, 1, go.
Obvious S tier, bro. Like this game plays amazing. Like you know, the enemies are so good. Like I've never played a game where
You just put that
a
back down there, sir.
side scroller and excellent platforming
Yes,
existed.
best
Such
cutscenes.
Yeah.
great,
Best
Oh, the
cutscenes.
Right.
Yeah.
Cutscenes are
Right,
so.
yeah.
Those cutscenes earn them Oscar. You know what? You're right. S
Yeah,
tier.
I do
Yeah.
agree. It's so hilarious watching those Oscars. It's so bad, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Like no, not even bad. It's so good. Like it's better than
Like,
the movies we get.
there's
like, the
no
acting we get in
point.
newer movies.
There's no point playing the N64 version because they don't have those cutscenes.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I have the 64 version because.
Oh, you poor fool.
Man,
I know. I was a kid when I got that.
you're missing out, bro. No, this game's trash.
Please don't watch
Yeah.
my Sub-Zero video.
Dude, you sounded broken in that video. It's like you sounded like you went through like
Oh
someone
yeah, I was
violent.
like losing my mind there. I didn't. I was angry like I haven't been angry before in a long time.
Angry. It looked like somebody violated you.
Yeah, it did. This game's fucking shit. Like absolute shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking
think
shit that's over shit.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can elaborate other more than this, and other than this game plays like crap, and there's really like.
So apparently, the developers think it's perfect sense to have a fucking like button that makes you turn around.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
they wanted it to play like Mortal Kombat, which is the same mentality they used to make the Batman 3 game.
Yeah,
What?
Batman Forever for SNES.
Exactly. Yep,
Oh,
that.
one.
This little bomb
The
shot.
one that plays like this, only better, kind of, not really.
Yeah, when you press select slightly before you press up.
Oh my god, that was so dumb. I love it.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, and you know what's the worst part? It's not even the worst game ever made. It's not even the worst of the spin-offs. You know, there's
Yeah,
there's
I know.
another game.
I agree. I know. There's definitely a worse one. We're getting to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. But unfortunately, let's get to
I think
something.
this is on this list.
all right, Mortal
Alright.
Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, don't
3,
fuck off.
2, 1, go.
Damn, Kevin
Yeah.
S. Really?
Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
I don't think it's.
I think
S
it's just
tier.
good. I think it's good.
I'm in the middle.
I appreciate it. I can take this.
I'm in the middle.
I take it like a man.
I don't feel my opinions don't feel attacked.
No, no.
Well, guess what? It's the worst game yet.
All right. Don't. I know you're just fucking with me, fucking with me, getting a vibe.
So like I'm in the middle of this one because on one end I appreciate it because it's the first of the 3D Mortal Kombat games. So it's
Yeah.
like they built the engine which would get better with the next game. Well, I personally understand why they limited they had one fatality for each character.
Mhm.
It got very stale over time. And then when Deception came out, it really, really made this game so obsolete.
That's true.
Despite me personally thinking it had a more interesting premise than Deception. I think Deadly Alliance had like a lot of I had a strong story, but because it did not have what the next game would eventually have, i.e. stage fatalities, multiple finishers, an arguably better character roster. That one I feel like is subjective, but I feel like Deception pretty much made Deadly Alliance kind of a pointless game. Like it's like they were supposed to add a stage fatality in the acid bath stage, but they didn't have time with it, or they were having so much issues with it. So Deadly Alliance just kind of comes off as like an experimental project. Kind of like the Smash 4, like it's a Smash 4 to Deception's Ultimate, I guess.
That makes sense.
That bad.
I don't think this Deadly Alliance is bad. I just think it's just.
No,
Yeah,
but
I just-
compared to like Ultimate though, like from Deception, it's Ultimate.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, it's
more.
just an analogy. It's not judging the game's qualities.
Yeah,
Well,
trust me. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if you would lock me in a room with Smash 4 Deadly Alliance. I think
I play Smash
might.
4.
I don't know. I'll get back to you guys on that one. I don't
Yeah.
hate this game, but I just don't really
It's just a
come
good
back
game.
to it. Even as a kid, when I grew up with the 3D games more, by the way, Deception was my first game. I got it Deception, Armageddon, and then Deadly Alliance. This is usually the game of the three that I played the least. And even though I do think it's a better game than Armageddon, I do think, yeah, I do think that kid version me saw how pointless it is to go back to it when there were more stuff to do in the other two games. But that's just me, really. It's an okay game. I think it's fine.
Right. I'll explain why I love this game because just like all right, wait, what? Oh my gosh, so many positives.
I'll explain how I love this game.
All right,
Line.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it, I got it. All right, so
I figured it out.
first off, I want to get this out of the way first. The fucking like music video I've seen in that game.
Immortal.
Yeah, Immortal. Oh god, such a good song. Like I fucking listen to that in my walk in the park. I say hi to a very nice old lady. Hi, how are you? Good. While listening to fucking Immortal.
Dude, I just pictured you just screaming at the old lady like,
It's like, how you doing? I'm immortal.
like poor old lady's gonna have a stroke right there. It's like,
I see a nice like middle-aged woman with the like we're carrying a baby, saying, "Oh, how cute! I'm immortal."
I probably throw the fucking baby if I'm rocking that song.
Such a good fucking song, and also like I think it's so hilarious how stupid broken like the weapons are when you like stab somebody and sticks it in them and they lose health. You're gonna be a bitch and just jump away backwards.
Like there was a Mortal Kombat player that I follow. His name is Rio, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to know what's a good way to make Quan Chi work? Just poke your opponents and then back away." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And it
Yeah,
works.
that's the thing. I do hate Moloch though and Drummond.
Moloch sucks. Moloch sucks.
That was a stupid boss fight, but I loved fighting Quan Chi and Shang Tsung though.
I will say this: one thing that I do appreciate Deadly Alliance is that it gives a lot of characterizations to Kung Lao in this one. So it's like
Yeah.
I think Kung Lao's ending in Deadly Alliance is probably my favorite ending, one of my favorite endings in Mortal Kombat period because it's like it's avenging his.
You know, some of
best friend.
the characters' endings have them dying. You know that, right? Scorpion, Li Mei. I mean, who cares a fuck about Li Mei? But
I
who was another
do.
one?
She's hot.
Frost, kinda. I mean, she gets frozen. I guess. I don't know if that's really a death or not.
Yeah, like Scorpion gets like gets trapped
You
in
get
a
really
soulmate.
cool ones like Reptile becoming fucking Unaga and fucking
Oh god.
And some of those endings are actually canon. Like the Scorpion one is actually canon.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like when he was sucked in there, the Elder Gods like help him and he becomes their champion. You know, basically the whole reason.
That's the next game.
He is, but he isn't. But yeah, he does. No, what I'm saying is that he does end up in that Soulnado because he was searching for Quan Chi, and he does have that confrontation with Drummond and Moloch.
Right,
and he does get sent into the Soulnado. How he survived was because how he survived was because of the Elder Gods, and he did become their champion. Yeah, Shujinko did kill Onaga. Like that's why his ending was semi-canon. But he was their champion, and then it led to Armageddon with the whole the Elder Gods revived their family, but he revived them undead. Which wow, the Elder Gods are like a gigantic piece of shit, by the way.
And there's also that fucking opening, like holy shit, like
I think
teaming up, killing Shao Kahn and Liu Kang.
Yeah, like I think Deadly Alliance opening was definitely strong. Like I think it really set the tone. Like this is gonna be like a different like Mortal Kombat game. Like it's gonna fuck with you. We just killed the protagonist. Like and it's like you just killed your child right in front of you, and you're gonna fucking love it.
Yeah, that's right. You're gonna sit there and watch and make him one of our Dragon King armies. One of our soldiers.
I haven't heard much from Noah. What you gotta say?
Fun gameplay though.
It's fun.
All right, so there was there's so many positives, but there's a few negatives. But I forgot there's huge one negative thing that I hated most about the entire game as a whole. It's Suhao.
Well,
Suhao.
I don't really care about Suhao. Like he just exists.
Moloch and Drama may suck, but oh my god, we'll go with that. We'll get there when we get there. Hold on, I don't want to spell too much.
But no, you have anything to add or?
Not really. Like I played Deadly Alliance and I thought it was a good game. I put way more hours into Deception. So
yeah, I think we all did. I think Deception's the one I had the most.
I played the fuck out of Deception, and then I played Deadly Alliance, and I thought it was still good, but like Deception was like the bee's knees by comparison.
Yeah, kind of makes Deadly Lines kind of it's like a niche title going back to it.
Yeah.
But speaking of deception,
Yep.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right here.
Oh, look at that. It's the only one we're going to agree
wow,
with.
would you look at that?
Hey, look at that.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Perfect.
I guarantee it's
surprised.
going to be the only one we all agree on.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Only time will tell. But what can I say about this game? First of all,
It's
okay,
incredible.
Ace of Deception. I meant to put it at shit. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, so one of my favorite things about I think my favorite thing about Deception is the atmosphere, like the soundtrack. Like
Absolutely.
I know we talked about it with Crash Bandicoot that you're not a big fan of atmosphere music unless it's like horror games, but
I like
Deception really has like this interesting vibe to it. Like it has like I don't know, like it has like this mysterious vibe. Like we're about to like explore the realms in a way that no other game in the series before and even after like explores it. Like, you know, the conquest mode, you go through Edenia, you go to Earth Realm, you go through all the different realms, including newer ones like the Chaos Realm.
Chaos Realm and Order Realm also.
Yeah, and it's like it's so unique and different. Like it expands the world of Mortal Kombat in a way that none of the other games do. And there's even like some interesting like, you know, little Easter eggs. Like you know the demons in the Nether Realm and the Chaos Realm? You know how they speak, but you know there's subtitles, but they're speaking backwards. If you if you like play their lines backwards, you get to see you get to hear what they're actually saying, and they're not saying what the subtitles are saying. You see something completely different. It could be something like world building. Like it was confirmed that like Shao Kahn and Raiden are gods. I think they even confirmed like
half right.
and I think that was what revealed the zombie Liu Kang also, because it was supposed to be kept like as a secret. And then they have some fun jokes like like something like
Each other.
it has like fun jokes of like, oh, this guy, he kicks ass, you know? This is dedicated to our loyal fans. We love you, or stuff like that. It's so cute. And it's like stuff like that is what makes Deception like such a very an amazing game, really. I also this is also the first Mortal Kombat game I played. I grew up with this game and I have so much nostalgia with it. So it's like the music also
the other thing neat about the adventure mode, like during like Shujinko's time, like traveling like through realm after realm, like time passes on, like he starts getting older and stuff.
Yeah.
You play through the game, play through more and more of it until you reach that end part. It's like Damashi is like not real. He's Onaga really.
Yeah. Like and by the way, like there was more that they wanted to add to the conquest mode. Like they actually wanted to have like a like an actual final conflict with Onaga in the conquest mode. So it's like Deception is sort of like Crash to Insanity in the sense that it's like, you know, there's some cut content in it, and it makes you wonder that if they didn't rush it and they actually did take their time with it, like this game could have been like infinitely better, you know?
Oh yeah. But unfortunately, it was a PS2 era.
Yeah, and plus, like this is also during the time where, you know, they were also like like Midway was not in the best position. Like they were in the verge of bankruptcy.
And they had some pretty good returns too. They have Lena and Baraka back. They got Cabal back.
Oh yeah, like the MK3 favorites. Yes, that's true. But like I think Jade, yeah, and then but I think like because like I think they rushed the title because like Midway was like going through bankruptcy at the time, so it's like they needed to like get some games. It's a matter of like quantity in terms of over quality in this case. So, you know, while the 3D eras don't really play the best, they at least have something worth of content to go back to, which is something I do appreciate. But yeah, like Deception, great game, fucking love it.
Like I forgot to mention this in the Deadly Alliance game, but like there's also those really cool like like I don't know if they call promotional videos, but like they show you like which each character's like bio, and they explain like how the character was made and turned out to be and all that.
Yeah, like one of the
fun to watch. And they have all these kinds of modes, and they're really fun too. There was
chess combat and puzzle combat. That was the best.
That was really cool. I like the chess one.
Yeah, the chess one was really fun.
And the Tetris and the car. I don't know about the car. I think the car is my least favorite.
Well, that
the car was funny though.
That one was an Armageddon. That wasn't a Deception.
Yeah, but it was still funny.
Yeah, but
yeah,
oh, like the problem with it is though, the new characters kind of sucked, really.
They don't
let me
kind
see.
of. They do.
Let me see. Like, who are the new? Okay, we got Havoc. Well, he's all right.
Havoc's cool. I like him.
I mean, Cobra, he sucks.
Yeah.
Darius, he sucks.
Ugh.
Dairu, he sucks.
Ugh.
Hataru looks cool, but I think
He's
he could have
good, but
like
he's so lame at the same time.
he's like all right. Like I didn't hate him, but it's like Kira's just red haired Sonya, so she
I mean,
sucks.
she
I don't know.
looks really cool. I mean, I'll give her a little pass.
She's red haired Sonya.
Yeah,
don't
I
get.
know. I like her design more than Sonya's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, sorry. You see, we were on a good page. We were on a good even notes of agreement, and then you just lost me
We're
there.
talking about how incredible Sub-Zero looks. Fucking Shredder.
Okay, all right. That's how you win me back.
I love that.
That's one of
Design.
the best Sub-Zero designs I've ever seen in my life.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know what's my. I don't know. I think that might be my favorite Sub-Zero design. They brought that back in MK11 too.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they brought that back in MK11.
And I never took it off.
That's good.
And I never took it
Oh,
off. Just
fucking
like
good,
how.
man. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll play that thing again.
In fact, I'm gonna play right now. Bye, guys.
Long live the foot ninja. I mean,
The king.
The Japanese word.
Japanese word. It's China, by the way. We're in Mortal Kombat takes place in China. you
British
racist.
words, then.
Oh my god, you're worse. You're
Australian
the
words.
worst. It's bad. It's like Mortal Kombat doesn't like Australia. It gets banned there until pretty recently.
How the fuck did a game as violent as this one didn't go to the most violent fucking country in the world?
I legit forgot that they banned 9 and
Yeah, they did.
Put the ass ratings.
Yeah, but they got it. But they got it. They got the game now.
Yeah, they
And
got
the
the
newer
game
ones.
now, but it took them that long to do that.
That's
come
like
on.
saying New Jersey can't have a Call of Duty game.
No, they say that it's like New Jersey can't have a fucking beach
Thanks.
game
Nice
because
things.
there's the tanned people there and they're fucking drunk and drunken stupor and they're fist fights for no reason. I'm looking at you, Jersey Shore.
Deception's pretty good.
Yeah, Deception's amazing. Next
Oh,
game.
I love Deception so fucking much, man.
Unless
These
you
games
have.
really nice, and that's really saying something.
All right.
Marvel
MK versus
Com-
DC.
Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe.
I
3,
heard Marvel. I
2.
heard Marvel.
Over here.
Did I say Marvel?
I heard Marvel
Oh,
versus Kombat.
I wish.
I also heard it too.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I already did it. Whoops.
All right.
That's whatever.
Oh
It's not good.
I like
And
it.
it has nothing. And it
It's
has
not
nothing.
good at all.
It's
no.
got Batman in it.
It's not. Well, no shit. DC. It has nothing. By the way, this has nothing to do with.
Good.
This has nothing to do with the lack of violence and shit. I could really give two flying fucks about it. If the game played good, then I would have liked it. It doesn't play good.
I was having. I don't know if you watched my videos back then in the past, but I used to do quite a bit of videos of this game because I did have fun with it during the time. And then I go back to it years later. I was like, oh my god, this game is shit.
The game played like ass, and it's the hitboxes are fucked. I can appreciate that it's a different engine, and it's the first game in HD, but it plays pretty bad. I know Deception and Deadly Alliance didn't have the best voice acting, but I think with certain characters, this one had quite some bad acting. Batman.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it is. Batman does not sound right.
No, Batman does not really bad.
Well, Batman
Catwoman
is just not
doesn't
voiced
sound-
to the Batman we all know.
But Catwoman didn't sound right. It's
Catwoman was just, oh god, that was not.
Everybody
She was
sounds
not a
bad.
looker.
Don't get into the rage, Raiden.
Shang,
We must focus.
Shang Tsung is a guilty pleasure. I only like it because of how stupid it is, but it's not how Shang Tsung. Yeah, that. That's not how he speaks but it's just too stupid. It's actually kind of funny, unironically.
Yeah.
But
I like the
this game-
story mode. It was stupid. I liked it.
It was really dumb story, actually.
Yeah,
I liked
it's
how
whatever.
fucking Joker uses a boxing
It's
glove
all
on the
about,
backhand
people
of.
having their eyes glowing like fire.
Yeah, I was stupid. I didn't care though. I just really liked like Joker uses a boxing glove on Scorpion. That was
No,
hilarious.
Joker was really fun in that game. It's one of
Yeah.
the main.
And then like
Just
one
like
of my biggest problems is also like there's also like no content. Like we went from like Deception, like having chess combat and puzzle combat, and Armageddon had a creative character, had a creative fighter and motor combat. This game had the combo challenge, which fucking blows, man. Like
Yeah,
it's like the combos are not even so
I gave
consistent
up
in
on
that
that
one.
one.
Like I tried doing I think I tried doing Liu Kang's, I tried doing Sonya's, Superman's, Batman's, and I don't know. I tried doing someone's, and like I just can never get past like the last half of it. And it's like this mode sucks. And that's the only thing you have of content. And by the way, the online sucks too. Like that's not a
Yeah,
surprise there.
that
I
doesn't matter
forgot
anymore
that
though.
online.
Can you say no?
That doesn't matter anymore though.
Yeah, the game's irrelevant.
Yeah, no, no thanks. I'm not going back to it again.
I liked the game. It had a fun story mode. It was really stupid.
I do love the ending of Sub-Zero's when he just becomes Batman and he's like a cape around him, like on his back.
I didn't like any of the endings. I remember like thinking that all the endings were shit.
Yeah, that's
I
the
never-
only ending I remember liking. That's all.
I think the only time I did arcade mode was with Deathstroke, but
I did arcade mode with every character.
if I go back to this game, I'm playing through the story.
Wait a minute, like is Deathstroke's one where he like makes Cyberlink Quasar himself?
I don't remember, but
I don't remember, dude. Like I remember, like, I don't remember a lot of them. I just remember like this one flashcard where Flash punched you in the face, and it's like okay, whatever. And it's like I don't know. Like I did arcade mode with all the characters, by the way, and none of the endings stood out to me. It's whatever. Honestly, I think Sub-Zero being Batman was the only one I could think of because of how dumb it is.
But if we want to talk about endings that I really liked about that game, is the actual story mode endings for both stories, where like the main villain of each particular
Yeah, I
side
did like
just
that
gets
one. I was
fucked
like-
over in some way, shape, or form, and they
Yeah.
practically didn't do anything because they were one entity, and they were just sort of like, I'm
Yeah.
McEvil, and I'm gonna do bad things to you, and they're like, oh no, I'm weak, and then they just get fucking tortured essentially.
Yeah, like
Shao
Dark-
Kahn
like
gets to the
Dark-
center of the
Dark-
Phantom Zone, and
Yeah,
Darkseid's in the
Dark-
Nether
Dark-
Realm, just strapped to chains. I'm like, I feel bad, but this is funny.
Wait,
Yeah, actually, I do agree with that.
I have a question. Darkseid's a god. So
Yeah.
how like the same guy who beat Thanos. So how the fuck could he not like break those fucking chains?
Because MK
Magic.
versus DC, because this game sucks. Like that's all I can really say.
I'm sure there's an actual
Guys,
lore.
he can literally destroy planets, and his true form can just destroy every single
Wait,
thing.
wait,
just by being there.
Didn't they? Isn't one game lore-wise say that like being trapped in another realm, even a god can't escape?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Noah's right. Noah's right.
did he?
Yeah. Yes, you're right. You're right. Like, no, it was always it was established that like it was mostly established by Raiden, but like. When a god enters like a specific realm, like Outworld or Netherrealm, their powers do get weak. So that's why it's like
I know Raiden's do when he enters out.
Yeah, but Darkseid is a god, and that does it's consistent.
And he's
Plus,
from a
Darkseid was
different
already fucking weak.
universe, and I
And
think
plus
that's in the same
Darkseid-
ball game.
And plus, Darkseid was already like weakened. Like the moment he respawned, like he couldn't do his laser things.
Yeah.
Split up by from Shao Kahn. So yeah, I knew that much. I just thought like
He
he
split
was,
up. Ew. He split up from Shao Kahn. That sounds disgusting. Why did they merge the two? I realized how
It was so
good.
dumb. I loved it.
Lava monster.
I loved his.
Okay.
The name was so stupid. I loved it.
Dark Kahn.
Darkon. It was so fucking stupid. I couldn't stop laughing. It's Darkon.
You know what? No, I'll have a drink with you one day, and then we'll play MK versus DC together, and I'm pretty sure we'll have a good time.
You guys have fun with that.
On what?
Kevin's like, you have fun with that. I'm gonna play better games.
like,
Yeah, exactly.
like Sub-Zero. No.
Moving on.
Okay.
No, I'd much rather play a DC.
Uh.
Apologies.
Mortal Kombat
I like
4.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 4. All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Mediocre. I don't have any strong opinions on this game. I just think it plays worse than the 2D games, and I think the main villain sucks, and that's all I can really
But
say.
what about
I
those
also have it on there.
but those endings though?
Oh my
Okay,
god, the ending would save the game.
The
Okay,
endings
no.
are is what if the ending is what made the game. It's not better than MK2. No, stop.
If it's not,
Those
if it
endings,
wasn't
though.
the endings, this game would have been total shit on
First
my
of
phone.
all, why is Mythologies higher than MK4 and 2?
Because those cutscenes,
Those
my God.
fucking cutscenes, though.
they're amazing.
Kevin, you're on my
Incredible.
Kevin, you're on my side. He has Mythologies higher than MK2. You're on my side.
I absolutely disagree with that. That's fucking blasphemy.
Look, Mortal Kombat 2's got nothing for me. Mortal
God.
Kombat 4 and Sub-Zero, they have something really fucking special that I would rank higher.
Hold on. I have one thing random to say, but I already filled up at least one game in each category.
Dude, can we like the fucking endings again? Like in Deadly Alliance, the fucking characters that you play as dies. Like Reptile.
I love Sector's I love Sector's ending, where they're like trying to make Cyrax human again, and he just walks in and murders everybody.
Just walks out.
Yeah, honestly, I think the endings is what made the game funny. Like, I think it's worth coming back to. You know, my personal favorite ending was always Tanya's ending. Because like she pulls Liu Kang into the dungeon, and then Liu Kang has to fight Shinnok, and he's like, "Never, sorcerer!" as he fly kicks, and then Shinnok just blocks him away.
Fool.
Oh god, I love the horrible acting for Katana and Melina's ending. You're not my sister. No. No. Fucking kicks her out the window. I love it.
Ending, when Katana was interrupting Liu Kang speaking, Liu Kang was like, "I thought you were gonna lick my." I was like, "What?" Katana literally just interrupted him, saying, offering to become like a ruler of Edenia with her.
I remember, like, my friend and I were like, "Liu Kang, you dumb fuck! Why did you say no?"
Yeah.
You were gonna get that hot piece of ass, bro.
Yeah, and he could have lived longer than he could have been alive after Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god! And Scorpion's like ending like he likes, if you're not the murderer, then who is? I'm here now.
Quan Chi's a dumb fuck. Like, why did he?
Quan Chi's always a dumb fuck.
I'm here now.
He's like, haha, I fooled you once again. I wanted you to defeat my
It's
nemesis.
me all along, Scorpion.
Are you dumb? Why couldn't you just wait till he actually killed him and then, I don't know,
Yeah.
Quan Chi, you're dumb.
Quan Chi's
Dumb
really
fuck.
stupid.
All like Scorpion's body parts disappearing. Is like, never, no. I'm
Personally-
back to another realm where I always live in.
Personally, I like Sub-Zero's ending more because Scorpion kills Quan Chi in that one.
They were like burying the hatchet. They did that. The burying the hatchet before X did.
Yeah, they actually did. Actually, they even did that before.
Isn't
Ford.
Isn't there like a lot of endings where they bear the hatchet?
Yeah, here's the thing. Actually, in MK2, they weren't enemies. Actually, fun fact. So Scorpion killed Bihan, right? Kuala Yang was supposed to.
Mutant too. Yes, Bihan was the only
Kuala Yang was supposed to assassinate Shang Tsung, basically continuing what his brother could not do.
I didn't remember that.
Scorpion saw Sub-Zero fighting. According, like, this is the actual story. Sub-Zero fought Reptile, and he beats him, but he refused to kill him because he wasn't a priority.
They did that with 9 too. Like Sub-Zero also fought Reptile.
Kind of, but like they.
Well, that wasn't
they were still
Bihan.
enemies. But hear this. Okay, like Scorpion saw, like, that Kuala Yang had like so much so much good in him that Scorpion actually became his guardian in MKs 2 and 3.
That's weird.
So they were actually allies in MK2 and 3.
Yeah, and then 4 happened.
And then 4 happened and like fucked everything up, and then they were never friends again until X.
That's right.
But yeah, but I don't know. I don't really have much to say about MK4. Like, the endings, I think, carried it, and that's about it.
Fucking jerks though.
The fucking endings are the best
but
part of the
I still
game.
I still hate Jarek.
I know, me too, but oh my god, it's like the best ending though.
I think I like Sonya's ending. I like Sonya's ending the most.
Oh, he throws him off the cliff.
No,
I like
no. Jarek's was way better.
No. Here's the thing. I like Sonya's ending because he just tosses himself off the cliff and that's it. With Jax's ending, he gets back up and then he's like gets caught again and then gets tossed back down.
Oh god, I love those endings.
Then Jack's ending though, like after like he's trying to communicate with Sonya, after he stepped on the radio, he just stayed right there.
You could have just like I get that you avenged your friend and all, but like you could have probably prevented her from dying. But you know what the fuck do I know?
Like his partner they just tossed off the cliff.
By the way, apparently that ending's canon.
Yeah.
So Sonya survived her fall, and so did Jarek.
This is not a brutality. This is a fatality. I'm so gay.
So regarding MK3, do we skip that one until we get to Ultimate?
Let's just put both. Okay.
Let's do all of them at once then, because like it's just literally.
Yeah, I was about to say let's just do both right now.
Okay.
Put an updated, thing for like.
How do we do
All
this?
right.
Like, I'm gonna look at your screens here.
Yeah, just 3, 2, 1, go. You just put both of them on. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, just both of them. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I just put it on outdated. Really, I don't play vanilla MK3. I just only play it just to be broken with Cabal. That's about it.
Never played 3 Ultimate.
You never played Ultimate?
No.
Oh wait, we're ranking all of them. Okay, wait, we're ranking all of the MK3s. Wait, I just saw what you did.
Isn't there only 2 of them?
No, there's
only 3.
There's 3 and there's
3 Ultimate and Trilogy.
Oh, Trilogy's its own thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
no,
Trilogy is its own. Trilogy is its own thing. Like Trilogy is just Trilogy just uses MK3's engine, but it combines a lot of things.
All right, never mind. Whoops.
Yeah, I just meant 3 and 3 Ultimate.
Okay, yeah, then I'll put 3 Ultimate.
Let me go ahead and all right.
I only played MK3, and I'm gonna probably do this with MK Gold because I think MK Gold's actually worse than MK.
I never played MK Gold, so if we're just getting that out of the way, sure.
Okay, Gold. Let me go ahead and put that in right there.
Yeah, I just put it in outdated because I'd much rather play
Combat 4, just more stuff. Actually, I put it over here.
Honestly, I would much rather play MK4 than MK Gold because MK Gold was had some technical problems. Hey, are you cheating, Kevin? Yeah, I saw that image.
What image?
I saw you had a tier list already.
Okay.
Wait, do you not know what your feelings are?
I can explain. All right.
Do I like the Game Boy Advance version or not? Let me check.
I think MK3 plays. I think MK3.
It's really good. I love it.
I don't know if I don't know if I prefer it over MK2. I think they're both equally in the fun. I think they're both equally fun. I think the fatalities are funnier. I think Smoke's fatality is my favorite fatality ever.
What fucking world?
But MK3 plays great. I don't know. It's
I like that. I love it actually.
The fact that it actually implemented a combo system that worked pretty effectively, and the fact that it's not bullshit difficult like MK2. It's actually a game I would definitely come back to regularly. I had a lot of fun with it on. Okay, well, it was vanilla MK3 that I played a lot actually in the Midway Arcade Treasures too. But then when I got it on Arcade Collection, I was
when the competitive scene was really big during this time, and Cabal and Human Smoke were played all the time.
Cabal and Human Smoke were Cabal and I played Cyber Smoke a lot, and then I went to Human Smoke. Yeah, I played Cyber. Yeah, I played.
I always see Human Smoke all the time.
Well, I'm talking about what I would play. I played Cabal and Cyber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, MK3 is fun. I don't agree. I don't agree with you. Well, you played vanilla. Well, even if you played UMK3, I'm pretty sure you're gonna put it in shit too, aren't you, Noah?
Probably. If it plays the same, probably.
It just nerfs. It just nerfs some characters. It just nerfs and buffs characters and added new characters like the ninjas.
They pretty much did the Street Fighter route, just make a brand new game.
Yep. All right, I guess Noah has nothing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I still love it.
second verse, same as the
I think
first.
out of all the ninja designs, 3 has the best ones, in my
I
view.
think 3 has the best newcomers of the 2D games, actually. Like,
I
that
would
was,
agree.
that was the one with like Ermac,
Yeah.
Cabal,
Right.
Cyrax Sector.
Yeah. Well.
I personally like Striker, so don't at me. Uh,
I hate the old striker, but I like the new one,
yeah,
like the one from 9.
yeah, I know what you mean. But
And
like,
of course, everybody's favorite, Rain.
And that's the audience's reaction to that.
Silence.
Rain, am I right? Somebody cheer.
Man, you guys asses.
I cannot look at the characters once. All right, moving on.
All right,
MKX.
MKX.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I have a funny history with MKX. If you would have caught me young, like high school me, I would have probably said B tier. But we need to have a talk. Okay, so
I don't know why I thought you were about to say if you caught me with my pants down.
well, that's essentially me in high school, basically.
Oh,
So MKX is a weird game to me because I love the variation system. I think it's the best thing that
me too. That was a really good call.
I think the crypt. I think it's the best crypt out of all the Mortal Kombat games so far. And it's.
Yep.
I didn't like MK. I like MK11's crypt, but because of things, the rewards are random and it's kind of blocked by certain paths, and you don't even get in the crypt itself. I kind of knocked out a peg. But MKX plays great.
Yep.
However, my biggest problem. Now, as a personal level, like when this game was new, I really wished it came out on PS3 because I didn't have a PS4 yet. And I did get it on PS4. Like, it was the first PS4 game, but I was so broke that I didn't really pay for PS Plus at the time. So I did not spend as much time as I did with this game. In an alternate timeline where the PS3 version came out and the online was free, I can guarantee you that I would have played this game just as much hours as I did with 9. Because I did like the variation system. The only thing that really disappointed me from the game was the story. The story was actually a big turnoff.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, me too. The only thing that really interested me was the Scorpion Sub-Zero.
That was the best part of the game, easily. Scorpion's story in that game was the best.
Scorpion's chapter.
Yeah, Scorpion's chapter is amazing.
Like MK9,
and also Sub-Zero's because he pretty much
kicks the fuck out of the new generation. When
so
most games or movies introduce the next generation characters, they usually hype them up. Not in this game though. Our favorite old guy just kicks the living fuck out of them. It's great.
Yeah, and it's a training exercise.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, I can kill you at any time that I want. Just a mere thought.
What I don't like about the story is pretty much mainly the treatment of the older characters. Like, they're usually just set up as they're nothing basically. Even though most of them were the main characters. I don't agree with that. MK9 set up the fact that Shinnok was going to be the main threat.
Yep.
Shinnok possesses the Revenants, which were fallen heroes. And they're an afterthought, basically. They are barely in the story up until the 8th chapters when they actually do something.
Oh yeah.
And I was a big fan,
actually.
And I really liked Revenant Liu Kang. I think the Revenants had a lot of potential, but they just weren't utilized.
That's the coolest Liu Kang I've seen.
Yeah,
ever.
But you gotta understand the Remnants are characters that nobody gives a fuck about. So. Maybe
that's
it's
that's not even true. Just because they're characters you don't give a shit, does not mean that they are not the general
I think
population.
the Remnants were ultimately a waste of time because they weren't good in Mortal Kombat 11 either.
They weren't good in MK11 either, but what I'm saying is that they did have potential, and they were supposed to be the main conflict. And then we went through this whole Outworld Civil War thing, which should have been the plot of the comics. Really, the whole plot of the comics is also a convoluted mess, and most of the things of the MKX's story.
Too.
And MKX's story was also missing a bunch of things, like the snare that Kano left behind was never really explained, and it's they wanted to set up all those things for the comic.
Yeah,
so
and Havoc and Rachel would have appearance there too. Like,
Yeah, and it's like, and it's, I don't know, like MKX's story was also lacking, and it was very directionless and just felt very uninspired in many
it
cases.
looked really good at the time, though. Like,
But
wow.
the fact that the Sub-Zero and Scorpion things were the best things about the story was because there was already so much death with those characters, and there were the
Right.
few
Mhm.
revenants that got restored. Because another thing I really liked about it was Jax's involvement in the story. I
Yeah.
think his story was kind
Yeah,
of
because Jack
believable.
also got restored also. From
The
that
characters that got restored as revenants had the more interesting storyline, and the only other
Yeah.
character that I think had potential was the setup between the Liu Kang and Raiden like enemy thing. Again, if more time was splashed with the revenants, I think they
Yeah,
could have been
Liu Kang's
great.
still like
Eh.
blaming Raiden for his death, and Raiden has to keep on breathing and knowing the pain that what he did to
Yeah,
him.
I think Raiden
I
had a
don't
lot
know.
of death in the character, but then I also. I did like the Dark Raiden reveal, but MK11 was
Me
like,
too.
what?
Did
Dark Raiden
nothing with
sucked
it.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
And
it,
that's
yeah,
been,
it was significant, yeah, because it's supposed to follow the, like, I believe the Mortal Kombat 11 was supposed to follow the Deception route, while X was supposed to be with Deadly Alliance.
yeah, but
No.
it didn't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
lead
No.
to
No.
the
Shit. No.
Alliance,
Ignore me.
is,
Ignore me. You're right.
Insurrection.
I forgot
They
that
didn't do
9
that.
was 1 through 3, and then it was that was the Deadly
Yeah, and then
Alliance.
they
Right?
skipped 4 like completely.
Wait, no. Wait,
Yeah.
wouldn't X be 4 technically? Because
X-
wasn't
X-
Quan Chi and Shinnok the
I
bad
think
guy in
that's Deadly
4?
Alliance.
X was supposed to be 4, but the thing is, like, they threw in the Shinnok plot line in the first chapter, which, by the way, we all complain. Like, Jade is like completely absent in this story. Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and Katana were like absent in the first chapter without any explanation, and then it's
Yep.
like. And then over time, the revenants slowly started disappearing. Like Nightwolf appeared once in the opening,
Oh, could
and
have
then
been
disappeared.
Nightwolf.
Cabal and Stryker were in chapter 8 as well as in the beginning, disappeared. And then at
Eh.
the end, it was Liu Kang, Kitana, Kung Lao, Smoke, and Sindel, and that's it. And MK11 like was worse because then in that game,
Yeah, we'll get to 11.
they removed. We'll get that when we get to 11, but yeah, but it's a weird story. Like that's the only thing I truly was very with MKX.
Well,
But it did have a big impact on it for a while. But it played great.
All right, can we talk about the huge, major, like outrageously push that Devora got? And like how she
Yeah.
treated every single character almost.
Fuck Devora.
Mhm. Yeah.
What about that kiss though? Wasn't that hot?
No.
No.
She killed my
disgusting.
favorite female character.
She
Fuck that
literally-
bitch.
she
And then in
literally-
11, she killed my favorite male character. Fuck that bitch.
Brock is your favorite male character? Wait, who's your favorite character?
I said 11. She killed Scorpion.
11. I was gonna say like Baraka is your favorite male character.
No,
Who's the
I
female?
said she killed my favorite female character. Fuck that
Barack
bitch.
Obama.
And in Mortal Kombat 11, she killed my favorite male character. Fuck that bitch.
Dude, I was so worried for a second. I'm like, okay, so Baraka's the favorite male character, so I assume
No.
his favorite character has to be a female, right? Because I refuse to believe that Baraka was your favorite.
No,
But,
no, no.
but the other Scorpion's alive, like the.
Hanzo Sasha-
Yeah, but that
I'm
one
sorry,
doesn't
but I like
have the
Hanzo.
backstory that we've been experiencing since
And-
Mortal Kombat 9.
And also, Hanzo Sashi's cool. Like, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
He is.
He has a great fucking beard.
His beard is what gives him powers.
Hell yeah.
anyway. But,
But I
I do
disagree.
wanna-
I disagree completely about your take on the story. I thought it was a very entertaining story.
I only
yeah.
enjoy Sub-Zeros and Scorpions.
Nah.
The one thing that bugs me about the story is they wanted to
Aurora?
make. I think this was an ending in one of the 3D games, but like Johnny Cage's like green power,
yeah.
like was brought into
Yeah.
a big focus into this game, and I think
It's
one of the
Johnny's power.
endings said
And it-
like or his ancestor power or something.
Yeah, they established that in 9, and it just got to, like, fan fiction bullshit in X and 11. Even 11, like, reference it. It's like, oh, we can take that. Like, you remember when Jax and Jackie were like, we can take down an Elder God? Like, Johnny and Cassie did it. I'm like, yeah, but that's because the Cages got, like, some super ultra mega power. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like, it doesn't even feel right to say that.
Yeah.
I like Johnny Cage and Cassie, but fuck, dude.
But I'm gonna die on this hill alone. I think Johnny is at his best in this game. Like I love older Johnny. Like
I think Johnny's is best at 11.
I think X and 11 do a good job with the character, especially. But I do see your point on X being.
I
like,
like older Johnny
Johnny Cage,
because when you get to like the character interactions, which started in this game, and I'm glad it never went away since it was in Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat 11, and I'm gonna imagine it's gonna continue for fucking ever, hopefully. But like
for fucking
he had
ever.
like he had the great balance of like being the jokester character, but also not being cringy about it.
Yeah.
because he's a family man now. He's got a daughter and all that.
I know.
I like the scene. I like the scene. Like as much as I would prefer that there was like no bad guy between Johnny and Sonya's like divorce, I did kind of like the fact that he was like more serious about it, and he was actually like willing to defend like his
Wait,
like.
Johnny. So Johnny was the one who divorced Sonya, correct?
I don't know. No, they
No.
didn't. They didn't. No, they both broke up for for like a completely different reason.
Okay, no.
Yeah, because Sonya
Sonya
wanted to
did her
focus on
job.
her job.
Right.
And-
Johnny wanted to focus on Cassie.
Yeah. So,
Hashtag Team Johnny Cage. All right,
Yeah.
moving on.
Pierce Johnny is a great fatality.
Really good game, Mortal Kombat X's.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the horror character, guest characters representation.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Like fucking Jason, the Alien, Predator.
Predator.
I don't really care about
Okay.
Leatherface, but maybe you guys
Fuck
do.
Alien.
Yeah.
I hate fighting Alien in MKX. Like,
Yeah, he's really good.
I don't care. He's cool. I'm happy he's in the game, but fuck fighting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Alright.
I only really like Predator and Alien, but then the other two I don't want to shit.
Okay, I never played this game, so
I can talk.
GBA game. Eli's here
it's-
now.
I'll put this at C tier. But it's basically Deadly Lines on GBA. It's really the long and short of it.
I never played this game, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make another row here.
What's
Yeah,
up,
it's
Eli?
just-
Hello.
Hello.
Bye.
Are you guys recording this? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how are we on the list so far?
You
So
can
far
look
we
at.
haven't-
Speak
we,
for
we,
yourself.
we haven't strangled each other, so that's a good sign.
If you want to
Yeah.
just like speed around up to where we at, you could still join.
Eli's only played 9X and 11, I believe.
Oh, okay.
This is literally the
Well,
most
also versus DC.
unbiased
Oh,
list we've ever did in our life.
But I'd be down to talk about the modern games though. Like we're
Okay.
Sure.
You only missed X and
Yeah.
DC. And DC.
All right. So
But we're about to talk about the next one.
Mortal Kombat 9.
can I say my thoughts on
Go.
X and
Shoot it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do it.
All right.
Speed round. Go.
All right, go.
uh,
We're trying to make sure we can finish this without the sun rising.
Oh, well, okay. First of all, yeah, Mortal Kombat vs. DC, my first Mortal Kombat game, but only because it was rated T. I wasn't old enough to play Mortal Kombat at the time.
Fair enough.
And I remember enjoying it at first, but like a couple years later, I went back to replay it, and it was like, oh man, this is so boring. So,
Yep.
That same feeling, buddy.
yeah, so I'd probably put it in my nah category or whatever.
All right. What about X?
X, I would probably put in great, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah, you're with me on that. These two are like
This-
perfect. I'd say perfect.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not one of those, hardcore Mortal Kombat defenders, But
Yeah,
X,
you're not like me.
I thought X was pretty nice. I thought it had like the good stages and a nice story. I beat the story in one night. I remember when I got the game because the story was like way shorter than Nine's. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was way short. It is shorter than 9. I think 9's was the longest.
Nine was definitely the longest because it like covered. Well, we get to 9 when we get to 9, but I thought the story was fine. I mean, I'm not one who gets like super into Mortal Kombat story. I mean, I get into it well enough, but I'm not gonna be like super serious about it. But I liked it. I liked the human I mean, human Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Well, actually, Sub-Zero is already human, but human Scorpion was fine.
Only fine, Jesus Christ, woman.
Well,
Jesus Christ,
he's
woman.
better. Human Scorpion is better than MK11. I like him more than MK11. That's another story.
I think I can agree with that one.
Sub-Zero was cool. Yes, like him. And well, that's for character stuff. I thought the combat was pretty good. I enjoyed a lot of the fatalities. My favorite was Johnny's Here's Johnny, because I'm Johnny Cage biased and I love the shout out to The Shining. And I like the DLC that they added. I liked Jason and Leatherface, and I actually didn't mind Bo' Rai Cho as a character that much. I mean, as a DLC character that much.
You like get the fuck out of here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
What?
kidding.
Why'd
I'm
you remind me of
joking. I actually like him in Mortal Kombat X. Yeah.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat X is fine.
Granted, it is the best of Rogers ever been.
Only Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah.
No.
And he is voiced by Stephen Bloom. I'll give another point. On him.
I would have preferred Fusion. Fuck off.
He was there.
Well, at least we got him in
He's not
MK.
DLC. He's not DLC. He's not DLC.
He showed up in the. Oh fuck! I forgot the best part about Mortal Kombat X. Thank you for keeping this on the same track. Okay, the best part about
You're
Mortal
welcome.
Kombat X is that Rain is in the story mode and not a playable character.
Oh, piss off.
You know what? No,
Mortal Kombat 11.
no. This is why I love this guy. That's why I love this guy.
You guys don't know what you're talking about.
We know exactly what we're talking about.
You apparently not. You're drunk.
Maybe so, but But by the way, Noah, how's the screen? Because I think you mentioned that whenever someone joined the call, it fucks with the screen a little bit.
I fixed it. Don't worry.
Okay. I care about quality.
I don't at this point.
Damn.
Anyway, Mortal Kombat 9.
There we go.
3,
So yeah, I'll say X
2,
was fine.
1. X is fine. Go.
My favorite Mortal Kombat game to date, and I honestly don't see another Mortal Kombat game topping it. In my honest opinion,
Not at all.
I think this game, even if shut up, even because even I can say that MKX probably played better, but the thing is, MK9 was more special, and even the NRS community can see it. First of all, this is the first Mortal Kombat game in a bit since DC.
I think 9 played better.
And MK9 was a big return to its roots. It went back into the 2D environment. It played really good.
Mortal Kombat's back.
And yeah, it was Mortal Kombat's back. It had a great story.
Amazing story.
It had the best character roster in any Mortal Kombat game. I don't think there was much. I don't think anybody. Noah, what game had a better roster?
X.
What game had a better
Tell
roster?
me now. Explain.
X.
X does not have a better roster. Ferrator, who the fuck is Ferrator?
I love
Resident Evil
Ferrator.
This game has all the originals, and it plays good. It has played really fucking good.
Although,
It even got
Jackie Briggs.
you know what? I'm looking at our rosters. I think I understand why you guys think Mortal Kombat 9 is the best Mortal Kombat game. I'm assuming it's your best one too, right, Kevin?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. You
I
like
really don't know.
you like Mortal Kombat 9. You think it's the best because it's the most refined of the classic Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah, but
While
it's not-
X and Beyond are trying new things. They're more trying to be like the Injustice games, only more Mortal Kombat-y.
Yeah, but it's not.
Mortal Kombat.
It's not just bringing back the roots of the prime of Mortal Kombat and the redesign, the told story of the first 3 games.
Mhm.
It's just so much more to that. It's
even
just so much. There's so much content into it. My God, you
yeah,
can
the
go
challenge tower. The challenge tower was really good.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's so challenging. And,
And
you
even
know what?
the PS Vita version also added a second tower for it too.
But nobody cares about the Vita.
Well, it's like here's the thing: if you get the Vita version, it adds like some interesting like secondary content because, like
I'll
you
be
just
right back.
said, nobody cares
Alright.
about the Vita version, so they need to find a way to make the Vita version interesting, and
And
it
it
worked.
still didn't work.
It worked for me. It worked for me.
Oh,
I never
you're
tried it,
you're a poor
but-
sucker then, because I'm not dropping $200 for one game.
I didn't drop $200 for one game.
Yeah, but like
I'll
what
have you
what's
know.
good about the story mode? Like it has a real story mode, like an actual like you're watching a movie.
Yep.
You know what I
Also,
mean?
like,
None of Mortal Kombat ever did that.
also, Noah, I know,
Sub-Zero.
I know,
That
like,
doesn't count.
It's a movie and live actors.
Noah. By the way, I get why you also like MKX, like from a gameplay standard, but like, here's the thing: when it comes to NetherRealm titles, like, yes, they like some people have has genuinely come back to MKX, like over Injustice 2 and MK11, which definitely speaks volume for MKX, but more community members went to MK9 to actually make the game reach its full potential that it already had. Because the game was kind of like busted in many areas, like Cabal was like dominant and like zoners were ridiculous. And now there's like a version of it called Trilogy Edition, which fixes like most of the issues, and people come back to that game more than literally any of the other NRS games. So it's like
I mean-
think it shows like how special this game is to a lot of people that were willing to, basically give it a definitive version before NetherRealm Studios couldn't
I
have
would
given
go
it to
back
us.
for
I mean, my problem with that is that it's like Smash Brothers Brawl Other M, or what's
Project
the other
M.
Project
Project
M.
M.
It's
But
like
Project M plays
yes,
nothing. But Project M plays nothing like Brawl. It's basically its own thing.
well, it plays like if Brawl plays like Melee, but my point is, it's like that's like an outside thing. I can't go to the Steam Workshop and buy that. It's like an outside thing, so I wouldn't count it. My thing is that Mortal Kombat 9 plays like a classic Mortal Kombat game, but actually good, and Mortal Kombat X just like went for a different style, and that style is what I prefer.
I do like MKX's gameplay. I do think it's a really fun game. But I think MK9 just has so much.
Three different variations. It's neat because if you're not satisfied with one variation, you can just pick the one that's better.
Yeah, and
One thing to add on MKX, but Triborg is like the best addition in any Mortal Kombat game. Like, period.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he was really good.
You don't need to waste a character slot for every robot. They're just in one.
Yeah, but with MK, yeah,
You
it's
can play Star and Smoke and Cyber Sub-Zero.
and they didn't even add him in MK11, which I think is a wasted potential.
That was dumb.
But with
That was so
MK9,
dumb.
like there's always there's like a special charm to MK9 that it's like it's always worth coming back to it, really.
All the time.
Whereas with MKX, I'll come back to it every now and then, but I have more people to play MK9 with.
I'm the opposite, but yeah.
I have to get it on Steam or something.
Yeah,
It's been too long.
then we can all
Get
play it
Trilogy-
together.
Get Trilogy Edition, and then we can all play a more balanced version of it, and so I don't have to pick a ball and fuck you guys up.
That's a fucking choice.
Yeah. But anyway, MK9, great game. I think even like
game ever.
No.
Yep. Yes.
No.
Come on, at
And
least
you
we
get
all
to
agree that
like
it's
naked Melina, and you get to see the Brain's best costume ever.
okay. See that one is where you lost me in because Melina was just born in that game. You're basically gushing to a fetus.
Yeah, you fucking.
The
The pedal bear's here. The pedal bear. But
All right, next
Wait,
game.
what do you mean? Pedal Bear? What?
Eli.
What are you guys talking about?
Eli, go ahead and talk about 9 and tell me how wrong everybody is.
Everybody, literally, all of us put it on S tier. Who's like the only difference is that Noah doesn't think it's the best one,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, really.
but he still put it on S tier. Like we all.
Well,
put
that's
it on S.
because I didn't want to put it under
Well, it's number one,
deception.
except-
I didn't want to put it under deception, but I didn't want to put it in A tier. So it's right there.
All right. Eli's gonna share the screen. Get ready, Noah.
My pants are down. I'm ready for this.
Prepare to be disappointed.
It's okay.
Boy, there we go.
I'm disappointed every day.
So far, it hasn't been all that disappointing.
Oh, I get to see Eli's now. Hold on.
Oh, cool.
MK11 over MK11 over MK9. You're not the only person that's told me that, by the way.
D.
I mean, I was going to. I was
D are
trying
the
to.
ones these are the ones he hasn't played. Like he's only played
Okay,
these
got
4
it.
games. Yeah, trust me. Like Eli doesn't have that bad taste.
Yeah,
Alright.
I've only played the modern games.
It's the only games you should play.
All right, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna make up titles for these.
All right.
Yeah.
But while you're making up titles, tell us why you like Mortal Kombat 9 so much.
Why it's your second favorite?
Why second, not first?
I mean, I'm okay with it being
Okay.
second place because it definitely deserves the silver medal.
For the record, I am not actually into. I mean, even though I like Mortal Kombat, I'm not really into it as much as other fighting games.
That's fair. I'm also like that.
Pretty much the three fighting games I'm the most into are Tekken, Soul Calibur, and Smash Brothers. That's like my fighting game triangle. So
Tekken and replace it with Mortal Kombat, and those are my trifecta. Those are my trifecta fighting games.
Mine would be Marvel vs. Capcom, Smash Brothers, and probably Tekken as well. Yeah.
Too many.
Marvel vs. Capcom
Too
will
many.
be just below. Marvel vs. Capcom.
I
will
want
be
5
just below-
triangles.
Marvel vs. Capcom will be just below whatever is my third, which would probably actually I think my order would be Smash, then Soul Calibur, then Combat,
Sure.
and then Capcom.
Should we get characters for that next?
Huh?
For MVC.
Oh my god, not tonight.
Another
Otherwise-
time.
Oh no, I'm saying for another time.
Another time.
Yeah, contrary to what you may all believe, sleeping is important to me.
Right. Okay. Totally. But okay.
It's also important to move on. So Eli, give your thoughts on Mortal Kombat 9.
I'll tell you some memories I had with this. At first, this was not my game.
Oh Jesus.
My sister got it instead of me. I was stuck with MK vs. GC because that was the one I was young enough to play. And
I would have killed your sister for it.
no, well she got it because she got it because she was old enough. And
Oh
I
right,
did
I forgot. Never mind.
I did get a sneak up play every now and again, and it was fun when I played it. When I played it then, and when I finally did get to play it myself, like full time when I was old enough, it was still fun. I mostly played the story mode. Raged at Shao Kahn because he's so cheap.
Of course.
He is funny after all, yes.
He's easy. Get good.
I do enjoy. I think the game looks good. It has like a good look to it. It's good backgrounds, nice stages that reference the classic games. And there's a good character roster, except for maybe
Rain? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
well,
I don't say. He was saying nothing about Rain.
I was gonna say I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's actually a pretty good roster. Friend service is a little much. Like the women are wearing like kind of.
I got no problem with that.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh.
Me neither. I have no problem with that. I check out Katana.
Yeah, neither do I. I mean, they have butterfaces though.
Yeah, that's the downside.
Yeah, we don't even look at the faces.
That's the downside.
Hey, with Melina, you never look at her face anyway, so there's no problem.
Yeah.
Wasn't really a fan of the whole 1-on-2 thing, like 2-on-1 thing they did in the story mode.
Yeah.
It's easy. It's easy. Get good.
Wow.
I didn't really like. Well, can I say something I don't like about the? I mean, I like the crypt, except for when they do that whole jump scare thing, and I also say that I hate the
Yeah,
jump.
that sucks.
I hated
When
that.
I-
Yeah.
Pussies.
And I will also say,
Pussies.
and I will also say that I hated the jump scares in MKX. Those are even worse.
Pussies.
I mean, I didn't.
I eat that
Well,
shit for breakfast.
well, here's the thing. It wasn't a legit jump scare because I wasn't expecting it.
Badass.
But I also got annoyed every time it happened afterwards.
Yeah, I think it was more annoying than like actually scary. Like it was like
It only
okay,
got me the
scary.
first time because I wasn't expecting it to happen. But like once it happened constantly, I'm like, okay, can we just move on?
But it didn't happen to me that much in 9. I think it happened to me more in X.
I'm the
Like,
opposite.
I
I
love-
think it's more common in X.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I unlocked everything in 9, and I think I had that jump scare like maybe once or twice.
So what else was I gonna say? Oh, it
And
has like
X
it
had the
has like
fucking
tag
spiders.
fights.
Yeah,
Oh
spiders.
yeah, the tag team was really good.
The tag
Yeah,
fights
like
was nice.
2v2 was really fun.
Kratos was a playable character in the
In the
PS3 version.
version,
That was
yeah.
neat.
Yeah.
Unlike to the Tekken tag and like Cross Tekken, like they actually like if one character dies, and you can still fight with one more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
it's
the
like
one thing
a
about Tekken I
Mortal,
really didn't like.
It was a
it's
little
like Marvel
busted
Street
though
Fighter.
it was a little busted because a lot of people can make some interesting creative combos with two characters, and then you can make like 100 like really broken combos with it when you really know it, when you really know the tag combos. But balance it out, it's still like a really fun mode to have.
It really is, yeah, definitely.
Also, with the fatalities, this is when they started to go like super crazy gory with the fatalities.
Oh yeah, they did. They went
And
on it.
some of the best fatalities in the series. They got and the award goes to from Johnny Cage and
Meh.
the Make a Wish thing from Noob Saibot.
I think that's my I think that's my favorite of K-Man's fatality.
And the dick pussy splitter from Kung Lao.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that. And Liu Kang turned into the Mortal Kombat dragon.
He's a reptile now.
I think the fatalities get better with each game.
I do think so too. I think by MK9, I think the fatalities get progressively better because I don't think any of the 3D. I don't think any of the 3D ones really hold up, to be honest.
Oh no.
Except for when they get to MK9. I mean, especially MK versus DC definitely have the worst fatalities.
Yeah. Like that one doesn't hold up because they don't really qualify as a fatality.
I much prefer like the World Kombat ones.
Easily.
Yeah.
The only
jumping
kick and then just uppercut.
There's only one good.
At least Liu Kang's like fatality in MK1 actually actually shows character, you know, like so it's like it's designed that way on purpose. With MK versus DC, it's like because
There's only one good fatality in the entire game, and I know this. It's one of Joker's fatalities where he shoots the gun that went bang, laughs, and then shoots the guy. I know this one is great because they brought it back for one of Shang Tsung's fatalities.
They did.
I did find it weird that they brought it back for Shang Tsung's fatalities, though. I didn't think that was. I think they could have brought it back in a different way. Like maybe they could have put it back in MK11. That would have been fine with me. But I think putting it in Shang Tsung was just random.
It was random, but I liked it.
Also, I
liked it too, but it just didn't really fit.
I would have liked it more if it was actually Joker.
Yeah, if it was an MK11, I would have agreed with it. I would have definitely been fine with it.
More.
Also, I'd like to say that this is the I think I should just say this for every game. I feel like NetherRealm is the best at actually telling a story when it comes to a fighting game.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely.
I mean, the stories themselves say what,
agree.
hold on. The stories themselves say what you want about them, but in terms of actually telling the story and how you get to play as a good chunk of the cast, that's the best way to do a fighting game story.
Yeah, I think NetherRealm does a good job at story modes, but there are other fighting games that I think have better stories.
I think they're fighting games. I think there are fighting games that do tell better stories, but I think in terms of the cinematography, and
yes, absolutely, Mortal Kombat's best
up there.
But
because I think NRS, while they do provide some good story mode, the story mode itself, there are some writing issues with some of the games and a bit of an inconsistency thing, which I'll get to when we get to MK11, because I think that's the one where I think had the biggest writing problems. But
yeah,
if they did polish their writing, because I actually think Injustice 2 had a really good story, but they always fumble around with it with a couple things. But I think for the most part it was entertaining.
I really love the ending.
If they were consistent with the writing and they actually told a really good story without any plot holes or plot contrivances, then NetherRealm Studios would definitely be on the top, period, without any questions doubt. But right now it's mostly on the cinematography quality as opposed to the writing.
I more care about Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear stories, even though I think Mortal Kombat has better story mode.
I think
if that makes sense.
I think Mortal Kombat. Yeah, no, again, in terms of the cinematography.
Does anybody here play Guilty Gear?
I play Guilty Gear.
No.
No. Oh, okay. Then I was going to say if we did, we could have made a deal for that also.
Probably the closest thing I have is Dragon Ball Fighters, because it's made by the same people.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but that one had a terrible story mode and story.
I
I would say it's
I mean,
mediocre.
more or less.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
really
I
have an opinion.
guess.
It's not the
I don't
greatest.
really. I don't really have an opinion. But anyway,
Well,
but like, yeah. But moving on.
All right.
To another game.
Can I? Oh, hold on. I want to say a couple things before I forget.
Okay. Remember, I would like to. I would like to sleep.
I know. I just wanted to
I
mention
know
a couple
it's
things.
not gonna happen.
A couple things I didn't
Yeah,
mention about
obviously.
like MKX and its story. Like I like the whole. I think my favorite part about MKX actually was the stinger at the end with Raiden becoming all like dark and saying like I'm gonna destroy everybody.
Too bad they threw that. Too bad they threw that in the trash in MK11.
I'm warning you,
I did-
assholes. Don't fuck
but-
with Earthrealm.
That's a whole other story. I mean, we'll get to that
Yeah,
when we
we're
get to
getting
that.
to that when we get to that. Mark, shut up.
Yes, that was my favorite part. I thought Shinnok was actually kind of alright.
Nah.
He was voiced by Troy Baker.
Nah.
Yeah, but like that's it. Like
Yeah.
what else is there?
There's nothing about the character.
Oh yeah,
Another
I
I
love
hate
the new
Shinnok.
I
a lot
like
of the new
Shinnok.
characters in X are cool too. I love a lot of maybe not love. Love is a strong word. More like
I
like
don't know
the,
how to love.
I like most of the new characters they introduce in X, like Aaron Black and Devore. I think
Yes.
they're great. They're
I
great
fucking love
concepts
Black.
for-
Actually, I don't really like most of the new cast. Like, I think most of them were just fine.
I
didn't
liked.
really
I liked.
care for most of them.
I liked a
I
lot
think
of the
they-
new cast. I liked Cordell. I liked Aaron Black. I liked Ferrator. I know
I
it's
love
weird, but
Wild.
I don't care.
At the very least, I think they're all great concepts for Mortal Kombat characters. Like they
Yeah.
fit in the Mortal Kombat universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably I can agree with this.
And yeah, I do like the story in MK9. Only thing I didn't like was Sindel killing everybody near the end.
Yeah, I think the death shit.
Yeah,
was
fuck,
first.
That came out of
it was
fucking
more like,
nowhere.
holy shit.
They really
It was
fucked up
Holy
some.
shit.
Not to mention Sub-Zero went down like a chump. Like freaking
Everybody, I
Sub-Zero went
think.
down in just a couple punches.
Dude, Striker.
Striker was a chump. I agree.
Kevin yelled "Striker" so loud that his mic broke.
Yeah.
No, but like,
What Kevin was trying to say
Striker
was Striker
punch.
killed Rain, and he hates him for it.
Striker did get killed by the punch.
He didn't kill Rain though.
He did in my playthrough.
It's nice. And like I don't know. I think they just fucked up Sindel in this new timeline in general. But
Oh,
I think if
absolutely.
they wanted to, I think if
Especially
they want. If they, yeah, listen, MK11's worse, but it's like I think if they wanted to kill off those characters, I think they should have like split up the deaths a little bit, like have Jade die trying to rescue Katana and the Coliseum, like maybe before Kung Lao's death.
You want to know what'd be more
Sounds-
believable? If
Yeah,
it was Sindel, Shao Kahn, and Quan Chi, just
Yeah.
all of them together, they would just mop the
Yeah.
floor with everybody.
I don't know if I would have
Yeah.
killed off. I don't know if I would have killed off Cabal personally. Maybe have Stryker die in the fight with Sindel. I don't really care. But like, I don't know, dude. Like, just space them out. Like, they all can't die in the same room. Like, it's just dumb.
Yeah.
This is not
Anyway.
Game of Thrones.
I
Yeah,
think
but
I think that is all I have to say.
Okay, yeah, because it's right now 2 in the morning. We have a deadline. Let's get to the next
Deadline.
game, please.
There's no deadline. Shaolin Monks, 3, 2, 1, go.
Well, I'm not going to say anything for a while. At least until you guys get to 11.
Don't worry. It'll happen.
Okay. Let's see
I
here.
love this. I love Shaolin Monks.
Oh my
It's
god,
such a-
mate. Holy shit. What a game.
I have so much fond memories of this playing. Wait, who's this? Eli, I can see you're going on YouTube.
Oopsies. Sorry. I didn't know you could see that.
Ah! Come my pants down.
What was I saying? I have so much fond memories of Shaolin Monks because, like, you already know my favorite character is Liu Kang, and one of my closest friends' favorite characters is Kung Lao. When we met and we realized we were both Mortal Kombat fans and that those were our favorites, we were like, we are destined to play Shaolin Monks, and it was one of the best fucking memories I've had in like any game ever. So, and I had so much fun, like, you know, just playing through the game and laughing at the corny dialogue and shit, and it was just a
Yeah,
fun game.
that voice acting was awful. Like, I'm talking
But-
about half of the dead voice.
But it was a fun ass game.
Oh god, it was badass, man.
It's
Like,
the
I didn't even care how bad the voice acting was. Like, the
the-
story
it's
was
the-
compelling too.
Yeah, like it was the best spinoff, and it was the best spinoff.
Oh god,
Like,
absolutely.
Where are you? Okay, you put it on S. Where did you put it? Oh, okay, you put it on good. Ah, awesome. We're in agreement.
I need to play more of it, but what I did play, I really liked.
Yeah, if you got to play with me, and then like we can have a blast. I think it's really fun when you play with a friend.
Hey, fuck
Like
you.
Mark, I kind of had that same vibe a little bit with you. Even like Mike mains Liu Kang and Joey plays Scorpion, and I'm Sub-Zero, so it works really well between us.
Yeah,
So, like, well, you don't get Sub-Zero and Scorpion until you beat it with the main cast.
yeah.
Main two
Unless you use
characters.
cheat codes.
Well, that too, but it's
Yeah,
like
unless it's Chico's, but I went the real route.
yeah. Don't be like me with CTR and Sonic Advance 2, where I'm like, fuck yeah, I show up, like I pretend like I
Even
got
the
everything.
multiplayer is super fun. Like when you
Oh, yeah,
fight each
it's-
other.
Like I don't think it's like super like competitive, but it's like a fun little
No, it's
distraction,
super.
you know?
It's just fun.
Yeah, like I think it's just
It's straight
like,
up super fun.
like that's the thing about this game is that there's not much to say other than like it's so fun that it's automatically like a really
Dude,
good game in my eyes.
How satisfying it is to throw people and just use like the circle button to send them
Yeah.
just flying out the other room.
I swear to God that if they remade this game, like if they
They
get
have
if
to
they,
make-
if they get a
this
proper remaster, get the
Yeah.
new voice actors to voice like the characters, like get the person that voiced Liu Kang and MK9 and X because I prefer that one.
Yeah,
And
me
like,
too.
get everybody that voiced like the characters, like you know their mainstay characters, and I swear it might be next to Mortal Kombat 9. Like this would be it. Like
Yeah.
it would be right next to
Yeah,
it.
agreed.
I swear to God. Maybe give
I
us a
don't-
fire and ice. Maybe give us like a fire and ice side story where you could like with something with Sub-Zero and Scorpion to please like everybody, and then we're good.
I don't want to give anybody's hopes up, but the Liu Kang ending in Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath kind of hints at a new Shaolin Monks game in the future.
Yeah, they
maybe.
did Liu Kang's ending.
Until they confirm, until they actually show a trailer, I'm not gonna
Right.
theorize shit.
Yeah.
Because right now
Exactly.
we're in a different company that seems to have their own agenda. This year we have Mortal Kombat. 2 years later, Injustice. 2 years later, Mortal Kombat. Rinse and repeat. That seems to be their agenda. Unless they break that rule of thumb, I'm just gonna assume that that's what's gonna happen. Next game's gonna be Injustice 3.
They're
then
gonna make a
MK12.
Looney Tunes fighting game.
Until that happens, that's what I'm gonna assume is gonna happen.
I would fucking
Yeah,
love
but-
that. Fucking
And
Bugs
again,
Bunny
one of
ripping
the-
Daffy's
one of the
head off
best
his body.
intros in Mortal Kombat history. Maybe the best one. Like it's just nothing but action over and over again.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
the Shaolin
probably
Monks are
put it
great.
up there with this, but like I need to play
Sub-Zero
more of the
pretty much
game.
ripping someone's spine out. Kung Lao like doing the hat throw on one of the Tarkatans.
You're just
yeah,
describing.
the- Wait.
You're just
I wanna-
describing
I
the
wanna-
franchise now.
I want to add one thing. One of my favorite fatalities
Well,
in
how
the
am I
game
running
is the fucking bunny fatality of Kung Lao's.
Oh god! Oh my god! It's amazing. The fucking
I love
bunny
it.
just happily eats him.
but no, what were you
And then the
gonna
rabbit
say?
just pops up in the end.
Can I just say I've hardly seen any of this game, of course. That's why I never played. But I've seen bits and pieces of it. I do remember seeing one fatality where Johnny Cage punches a guy in the nuts so hard that both their legs fall off.
Oh yeah, Johnny Cage. I believe Johnny Cage, Katana, and Reptile were playable in the multiplayer.
Yes.
Everybody is playable in the story. It's just you either have to do certain things in the game, or you can just use cheat codes.
But like legitimately, Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion are the only ones that are playable in the story.
Yeah.
No, I've seen like cheat codes of
Yeah, but
gameplay
those
for.
are a lot of
Legitimately.
I don't fucking care.
Oh my god!
It's an old ass game. Cheat all you want.
Give us your take. Like you had it up. You were gonna say something, and we rudely interrupted you by talking about bunnies.
Bunnies turn me on. No, I'm kidding.
Ew. I didn't need to know that.
Yeah, I've seen your Lola stuff.
Oh my god, no!
It's more of a
Keep
Tano
talking.
stuff, but
Keep talking.
it's fun. It's just I haven't played enough of it to put it as something. I feel more comfortable playing at a.
I think once you play with a buddy, you're probably gonna put it on us. I promise you.
Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, all beat 'em up games are fun with a co-op.
why haven't I
buddy.
done a video of that yet? I should do a fucking walkthrough.
You should do a co-op play, dude. Is this game on Parsec?
It can
Can we,
be.
I
wait,
fucking hope so.
It can be.
Kevin, you got to you're gonna download the game. We're gonna go on Parsec,
Yes.
and you and I are gonna do a co-op playthrough.
Yes.
Let's
Yes, we
fucking
are.
And
do
Eli's
this.
crying in the corner.
Hold on, Kevin. I think you've actually done a video on it before. I think you did a
Yeah,
video.
but
on
he-
it.
No, no, I
he-
don't. No, not with a person, not with co-op.
Yeah, not a co-op
Well, not
playthrough. That's what we're
co-op, but I
saying.
think
Yeah.
like versus Joey in multiplayer.
Yeah, but
like,
if
Yeah,
We're
we
talking-
did. We did.
Eli,
we did,
you're
yeah,
losing
and
this
I did-
battle.
and I did the-
We're
and I
talking
did
about
the
a co-op.
boss fight. Can we talk about how incredible, like, astonishing the fucking boss fights are?
Yeah.
No, because I haven't got to them.
I think the boss fights are fun. But I don't really have too much to say
Super
about that.
fun.
But I can't
But-
add on because I never fought them.
That fucking scorpion fight was like one of the best boss fights I've ever fucking played in my life.
Although I'm looking forward to what I'm hearing.
Honestly, I'm down to play Shallow Monks with you, Kevin. Like we'll
Oh
do the
my
co-op
god, we gotta
playthrough.
do that. Yeah, we gotta plan that somehow.
All right, I'll give you my schedule and we'll do
Yeah,
it.
you better blaze that in your head, man.
All right, definitely. But yeah, but let's move. moving
Eli,
on to the next
Eli's
game.
over here, but Kevin, Diddy Kong.
So there's Diddy Kong still.
It's-
yeah.
You can
Yeah,
still play with
that's-
him. You can play Crash Bash with him, and I'll play Crash Bash with Noah, and then I'll play Shallow Monks with Kevin.
All right. Oh my god, that's right. I just remembered the PS2 won't like accept my thing because like virus and all that crap.
Figure it out.
Another time. It's
I know,
Mortal
right?
Kombat one time.
And I don't have that
Mark's
emulator
finger on
for
his-
it.
He's like
too.
commanding you. He's
Or
like, figure it out.
Mortal Kombat 1, 3, 2, 1, go.
Excellent. Excellent.
Top of B. I'll put it on top of B. I don't like it as much as like MK2 and 3, but I still like. I appreciate the legacy that it
Wow,
has.
no.
Holds.
What's
Really?
up? What's
Yeah,
up?
we know where Noah puts it. He puts it-
I've already established that I don't like the old Mortal Kombat games.
I have more
Okay.
respect for MK1 as it was the first game in the series. It established the ES. It was the reason why we had the ESRB. It was
started the whole series.
it was a fun time for its time. I just think MK2 pretty much made it kind of irrelevant because I think everything that was great about MK1.
Well, I wouldn't say
was
relevant.
better.
They just made things better.
Like I would just say that I just think that I would not go back to MK1 because of MK2. I just think MK2 is just better at everything. Where did you put it? Oh, you put it on S. I don't know if I would put it on S. I just put it on B.
I really miss like doing like the freeze and then just like do a forward kick and then just slide afterwards for like a 3-hit combo. That
You were
was
just
really
you were just saying freeze and then do a barrel roll.
Oh, do a barrel. Well, he does a barrel roll when he jumps forward. So
But I don't really have much to say about MK1. I just have a lot of respect for its legacy as opposed to me
I
loving
still love
it.
it for what it was.
Yeah. Noah hates it, so we don't have to discuss that. All right, moving on.
Yeah, fuck him.
Please don't. I'm straight. Anyway, Mortal Kombat Armageddon. 3, 2, 1, go.
hell.
Honestly,
Hey, your own fatality.
there's a big. Okay, so I grew up with this game.
Everyone is
because
here.
the nostalgia alone would have made me put it on C, but it's not a good game. I don't know if I like it more than a DC though.
It's the worst fucking like canon wall comic game ever.
I don't know if I like it more than DC is the thing. Like it's always been a torn between these two.
No, not even DC feels better. It plays better.
I don't know if I agree with that one. DC
It's
does not
better
feel
in
better.
general.
Okay. Okay, so here's the Armageddon. I didn't like the story. I think the story had too much of a big conflict for it to be given to some random character like Taven, and Taven who's already unlikable. But I like the creative.
David Taylor is so fucking lame.
I like the creative fighter feature, although I did think Soul Calibur 3's was better. Like, and that came out the same year.
Creation's just better overall. Like,
And then none of the characters had fatalities because they had the audacity. They wanted to put every fucking character in the game, and they had Motaro with 2 legs.
I know. I was gonna get to that. Like,
D
fuck.
tier.
Why?
It's going D tier. It's going D tier.
And
There's
there's
already-
Blaze from Mortal Kombat 2.
I don't give a shit.
And
Did you
Deadly
guys
Alliance.
ever mention in Mortal Kombat 3 how Sub-Zero's not in it? like the original Mortal Kombat 3.
MK3
Hold on a
vanilla
second.
doesn't matter. It
Alright,
was
we're
Scorpion
good.
that does. It was Scorpion that wasn't in it. It was Sub-Zero was in it.
Scorpion. Sorry,
Oh.
I meant to say Scorpion. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but like MK3
Yeah.
vanilla doesn't matter. But yeah, I think the more I think about it, I
Oh
was
wait,
like,
maybe
yeah,
I
Armageddon's
didn't play the
probably
original
worse.
3. Never mind. Maybe I didn't play the original 3 because I remember Scorpion and Sub-Zero being in it. So
So you think
I might have-
Armageddon's okay? So you think Armageddon's okay, and it's somehow better than the original 3? Humor me, though.
that makes no sense
the,
at all.
the Mortal Kombat game. It's fun.
Under combat. I mean, it's alright. I don't know, dude. Like, I think there are some things about it that are
So
decent,
bad.
but the more I really think about it, the more I'm like, no, it's the worst game in the series. Well,
It is the worst game in the series.
Alright,
And I
look.
don't know how shitload fuck of a game this is. Like the creative fatalities, like you can't even like put any effort. Like I don't understand.
The
They could
creative
have at least
fatality
put one
was.
fatality like they did in Deadly.
You know, there's
No.
some characters like Mortal Kombat Deception got ported to the PSP called Unchained, and with characters like Kitana, for instance, they just put her fatality from Deadly Lines as her fatality in Deception, and they even did that with like MK Trilogy with some characters. Why couldn't they do that with Armageddon?
I have no idea. It was
And
such a
then-
good concept because every single character was in there, so they did it
You know, I
ultimate
think
before. But they
Armageddon.
fucking botched it
Was-
up completely with this horrible
Arma-
gameplay.
Armageddon is like the definition of quantity over quality.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it.
Uh-huh.
They did. They added so many. They
Because of
added every single. They pulled out the Smash Ultimate before Smash Ultimate, but it plays like ass, and they had to remove certain features to make this work. The only way they can get Motaro to work in this fucking game is by removing two
Bring him
of his
two
legs,
legs.
make him two fucking legs, and he looks.
Because the car
stupid.
wasn't lame enough.
I think they could have tried. They just didn't.
They just didn't.
They did not try at all.
Even if they could have tried, they just did not like. They just did it this way, and he looks stupid. I
Yeah.
would have much preferred Motaro not even being in the roster.
You remember me?
Because it's not like
Well,
because you think this game has everybody, but Tremor's not in the roster, and female
Who the
Chameleon
fuck
isn't
is
even-
Tremor?
Tremor's the brown ninja.
and
I didn't know who
female
fucking Tremor was until X.
Female Chameleon wasn't even like.
I think he was in Special Forces, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in Special
Well,
Forces.
no wonder I didn't fucking know who he was. I never
But then-
played that
but then-
game.
But then Female Chameleon was a Wii exclusive, so it's like it wasn't even on the PS2. So it doesn't even have everybody. It has some characters, and it's missing others. And it's like, God, this game is so garbage, and I hate it. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Wasn't
That
wasn't
story was
Armageddon,
so
wasn't
bad,
Armageddon
dude.
the
We
last
can't go
one
behind
made
it
by
at all.
Midway?
But
the
everybody
opening-
died
the-
at the end.
the-
It's the best game.
The opening is cool, but that's about it. And no,
Oh my
like,
god, I love the end. I love the intro though. Jesus Christ.
the intro like turns me on every time.
Like shit got real so hard.
Wasn't Armageddon the last one made by Midway?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
DC was.
Oh, DC was okay.
Oh, yeah, right.
Was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like after that, Midway was like, "Fuck this, we quit."
No, Midway got
No,
bankrupt.
Midway got
They quit.
bankrupt.
I know, I'm kidding. I know
They
got
said
bankrupt.
fuck this, and then they realized they needed that money to live, so they died.
So they died.
Right on the
Oh,
street next to
God.
Bugs Bunny.
I would not be surprised if Midway got bankrupt because of those games.
No, actually, those
Yeah.
games provided the most financial support. Even
Shut
MK
up.
versus
No,
even
they
MK
didn't.
versus even MK versus DC did well financially.
Well, no,
but
MK
just-
versus
they-
DC doesn't surprise me because, like, you can put Batman on
also was-
anything and it would sell a lot.
No, not
MK
only,
versus DC
not only that,
wasn't
it was their more obscure titles that did not sell as well as Mortal Kombat did. But Mortal Kombat was carrying Midway. It was actually doing well. It was the only thing keeping the company afloat. Until Warner Brothers got some partnership. I think they made MK versus DC to establish that partnership with Warner Brothers.
When did Midway start with Mortal Kombat?
1992. 92.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so they've been there since the beginning.
Yeah, they were in the beginning. I hear my
MK1.
thumb. I hear my thumb. Is that you, Eli? Wait, I hear my voice. No, it's Kevin.
It's me.
Yeah, I think I hear an echo on someone's mic.
I hear no one echoing.
I think it's because it's you. Okay, now I don't hear it. All right, that's weird.
I mean, I do hear it, but it's not very noticeable.
I just hate my voice.
Well, maybe you should stop talking. But,
Okay.
Well, this game almost stopped making me caring about Pokemon. About Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I guess
Mortal
this game also
Kombat
made me-
Armageddon was so bad.
It made me
Was
so-
done caring about Pokemon.
No, I said Mortal Kombat. I know what I said.
I know, but it was just funny. It's like Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat Armageddon was so
I'm
bad
sorry.
that
There's something called tongue twisters. You've had them before. I'm sure.
I know, but
I've
it's
had them plenty
funny.
of times, but it's fun. It is funny. Like Mortal Kombat Armageddon was so bad, I even had to quit playing Pokemon.
I almost stopped caring for Mortal Kombat.
I couldn't look. I couldn't look at. I couldn't look at Emerald version the same way. All right, moving on. MK Trilogy.
Yes. We'll throw both of them up there. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, I think MK Trilogy is more fun than Deception, but I think I'm more like I'll put them up there.
Great. I love it.
I'll put the PS1 version on like outdated because I mostly play the N64 version, and that's like the most competitive.
I
Like,
also put the
viable one.
N64 version. I will follow your lead there.
Hey, N64, buddy.
I never played the N64 version. I
Yay.
played the PS1 version.
Hey, you like those loading times?
I didn't have the N64 growing up.
Loading time.
Look at this little guy going to.
I don't
loading
even
times.
remember this game. I just remember having it.
Then again, he likes 06, so I'm pretty sure he's fine with the loading times.
I told you, it gives me time to get up and get some snacks and a drink.
Yeah. Except you gotta run towards you gotta run back to the game because you're like, oh shit, it finished.
I have plenty. I can micromanage.
Okay. But MK Trilogy, you know, it's a nice package of all the all the classic games into one, and I think it's the most
version of that style of Mortal Kombat, in my opinion. Like
I think it's the most fun of the 2D games, like
Yeah.
of the classic games. I think it's the most
Yeah.
fun. I think it's also like, you know, it's also kind of like busted in many ways. Like, you know, Rain has an infinite, and Noob Saibot has like the move where you can't block or literally do anything.
yeah, like loops, like the oh my god, the up down move that he does.
Well, I was thinking about the shadowy move where you couldn't block or do anything. Like, I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
but
that fog that surrounds him, like surrounds the opponent. Yeah.
that one. Like, he was so busted in that game, and the bosses. Huh. But at the end of the day, like it was such a fun game. Like I remember, like I would play this game with my friend Saturn, and we would just play it for fucking hours.
Oh, your shit.
Actually, Kevin, fun fact: on the N64 version, I made Sub-Zero, and it's because he was so busted. But he was so busted in that in the classic Sub-Zero.
Version?
And classic Sub-Zero.
Yeah, me too.
Because like he had this like move where you could shoot ice in the air, and you could. This motherfucker had everything. He had an ice glow, and you could shoot from above and in front of you. Like, Sub-Zero had everything. Like, he was so busted.
One of my really big beef about that Sub-Zero, though, is that the fucking thing got censored, the fatality, where he rips the head up.
Yeah.
Why?
I think wasn't that in UMK3? That was in UMK3 too, right?
That was in MK3. They censored it.
Yeah, in UMK3, it was one of the censored fatalities. I think even Scorpion had a censored fatality.
Like, why would they censor that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because they didn't.
Because the children.
Mortal Kombat game. Well, it's a Mortal Kombat game. That shouldn't matter.
I don't know if it's because they didn't have enough time to animate. I don't know if it's because they didn't have time to animate it. Because I did know MK3 Vanilla was rushed, which is why they had to put in the UMK3 version. But I don't know. I really don't know. But Noah, you don't remember anything about Trilogy?
Not really.
Okay.
I just remember really liking the cover.
Yeah, it's a nice cover.
Yeah, I love the cover.
All right. Also, one more thing about Trilogy is that I think it also has like right next to Deception. I think it's the other one with like, in my opinion, like the best like atmosphere. Also, there's something about MK3's soundtrack in general that I just really like about it.
Yeah, it's so great. The subway one, the streets.
Yeah, and MK Trilogy, at least like the N64 version, it has like, you know, the menu just has the same MK3 menu, but Shao Kahn's just laughing in the background.
Right. Yes.
Shows how menacing he is as a villain.
Thinking of MK9 as we're talking about this trilogy, because they got all like because I know MK9's like a nod to the first three.
Yep, MK Trilogy is kind of like that actually.
got like some of the same stages and everything. Just
Alright.
redesigned and stuff.
We already talked about MK9.
I know. I was just saying.
MK Trilogy is the MK9 before MK9.
Yes.
MK Trilogy is the hipster of MK9.
Hell yeah.
Great Trilogy was my jam during the.
It still is my jam. I play it every now and then. I come back to it.
All right.
Yep, it's great. I love it.
Special Forces. 3, 2, 1, go.
I need a countdown for this one. It's probably one of the worst games ever made.
I never
Oh my
played
god!
it.
You want to talk about a fucking game that's even worse than Mythologies? Look no further.
I never
think this
even
is
heard of
actually
this
good.
game before.
This is one of the worst games I've ever had the pleasure of looking, playing. I think I'd rather hang myself
Cool.
than play it.
I'd rather have AIDS.
Well, Kevin, I hate to break it to you, but you already do. What?
I hate
Hey,
to
I'm
break
fine.
to you, Kevin,
better
but
than
you
this
are the
game.
father.
Holy
Uh,
fucking shit! Where to begin with
This
this?
game
shit,
plays like shit, looks like shits. Like,
Yep.
you know, they didn't even finish it properly because Sonya was supposed to be in the game, like, as a two-player companion. Would you imagine playing this game with two players?
No,
I don't
Not
even
at
know
all.
what this game is.
you can't even make someone play one player.
What is this
This
game
game.
anyway? Is this a
It's-
fighting
it's a-
game?
It's a total
No, it's-
shitstorm.
it's-
That's what it is.
It's supposed to be like another adventure game, kind of like Mythologies and Shaolin Monks. Oh, the camera is like above you, so it's like it has like very tankish controllers, and you're also
Yeah,
shooting
the
people. So like the
control,
aiming is
fucking-
so like it plays like the aiming is really bad. It's like take a shittier Resident Evil Silent Hill clone with like really
Yeah.
shitty gun mechanics
That's a
and
pretty
really
good
bad
example.
really bad physics engine and really clunky controls. And like I don't know, like there's just so much wrong with this game. It is one of the worst games ever made.
Holy goddamn
hands
shit! What a travesty that was. A fucking car wreck looks even normal than compared to this game.
Well, if
Yeah.
you live in New Jersey, a
baby
car wreck
died.
is normal.
It's true.
Like I literally anything looks normal when you compare it to Shaolin Monks. It's so bad.
What
and
about
that's not Shaolin
Superman
Monks Special Forces,
64?
I think I'd much rather play Superman 64.
I was just about to say that. Let's
Because
just fucking
at least-
mention Superman 64.
At least Superman 64, you have an idea how to control your character. This game, you don't know what the fuck
does
you're looking at.
nothing.
It's an acid trip on steroids.
No value whatsoever.
Okay.
At least with Superman 64, I can cry and
No,
like
if- I swear, if I had a kid and if he did something really bad, instead of just punishing him, make him go to his room and not have like
make him play
for a
special
week,
forces.
I'll just make him play special forces.
I wouldn't even do that, dude. I think that's.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call child service
Yeah,
against you.
honestly, I might
Yeah,
have to call.
I mean, I don't want to be arrested or anything.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
fine.
gonna have to call child protection service on you if you do that.
I'm sorry, son.
Yeah,
You'll be marked as an abusive
Like,
father if you do that.
I was
Fine,
gonna say.
I go with my plan B. Then go to your room.
Yep, there you go.
The fact that that's Plan B. Yeah, just don't ever play this game. It's not
Don't
worth
ever
it.
touch this thing.
It's
If you see
awful.
any copy of it whatsoever, smash it with a hammer.
You
doubt
would much.
I will.
You'll have a better time eating shit. I promise you.
I don't think that.
It'd be more fun to like pick up like peas while wearing boxing gloves.
I'm sorry, but I would play any video game ever made than eat shit. That's just me.
Kevin,
You've
I'm
clearly
pretty
not,
sure.
you've clearly not played You've clearly not played Special Forces. It's garbage.
I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure when
God.
you did that Mythology Sub-Zero video, Kevin, you had like a breakdown. I hate to see how you would react.
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
played
oh
Special
god,
Forces
yeah,
again.
it'll be so much worse, believe me.
If you won, we can find it on Parsec and we can suffer together.
No,
Kevin.
thank you.
All right, good. That's
You know, that'd be a
so
fun
moving
video
on.
idea, me playing that game blind.
Yep. All right. I wish you the best.
Wow, you really hate
Hold
yourself.
up.
Yeah,
Watch Noah's
mud.
Noah's gonna play it. And he's like, dude, this game's amazing. S tier.
Alright, so wait a minute,
I
let
doubt
me
that.
right click, disconnect and remove friend.
Remove friend, block.
I didn't say I liked the game.
Report.
No, I'm saying like no. If it ever happens, like you saying, like, "Oh my god, this game's amazing."
I don't
Because
think that's gonna happen, but
Okay, all right,
I've been.
I mean, I
surprised
might say it
before.
to piss you off, but I won't mean it.
all right, fine. I mean, I guess that's fair because I know you.
I've been
Thanks for
surprised
letting me know
before.
that though in advance.
I've been surprised before because
But
Noah
let me
has
be
some really
honest.
funny opinions.
I want to be honest. Once we're done talking about this list, I'm probably gonna forget this game ever again.
Me too.
Like,
Who,
if we made
you
a
doing Jesus a favor.
You know, this is the reason why Tobias like quit.
John Tobias is like, you guys are really ass. Like, I'm
You
out.
fucked up. I'm done.
I mean, here's the thing about this game. I say that, and I think I actually mean that. Like, if somebody was like, "Hey, let's make a tier list of Mortal Kombat games again," and I look at it, I'll ask the same thing: "What the fuck is this game? I never heard of it."
I'm just saying, like, I've been surprised with your
Like, even
opinions
the
before.
cover pisses me off. Look how fucking dreadful Jax looks.
Yeah, Jax looks pretty bad.
I'm
But,
gonna punch you real hard,
no,
man.
the only reason why it does concern me is that I've been surprised by your opinions before, so I would not be surprised if you come in the next show and be like, "Hey, Special Forces was a pretty good game."
Why does Jax's right arm look like it's frozen?
Because it looks fucking shit. That's
He has
why.
Sub-Zero.
He's Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the last game, which
All
is
right.
not worse than.
Oh,
Mortal
God.
Kombat
We can
11.
we can end with something decent. instead of
3,
something horrific.
2, 1, go.
Well, I already had it on my list because I couldn't put it back on the sidelines. The
so
page
apparently
refused
it's
to-
Holy shit! Wait, no, I thought you said you liked MKX more than 11.
I did. Then I thought about it a
Okay.
little bit more.
Oh, wow.
I think-
so Eli and Noah think it's the best game ever.
I think it's the best playing game. It took away the variation system, which sucks, but in return, you can like make whatever special moves you want attached to them. And I think even though it's kind of a pain to set up, but once you set it up, it's your preferred way of playing them. You can also change their designs a bit, like we talked about earlier. You can give Shredder's Sub-Zero.
Thing is, I
That
think
was
when
like
it comes to
DLC, I think.
when it comes to the customizations, I think Injustice 2 had more options when it comes to customizing your characters.
Well,
whereas
yeah,
MK11,
but that's like a
had
comic book
palettes.
thing.
But like
I
MK11, I like MK11's like palettes of each of the characters, but
Cool.
I don't know. Part of the reason why I'm just like not a big fan of like the customized variation is because like at the end of the day, if you're gonna go for like a ranked system, there's a specific tournament variation, and that's the one where you basically do need to learn to play. Otherwise, it's not relevant. And
It's not
my
relevant
other
at
issue,
all.
my other issue is that there's some Combat League skins that looked really fucking cool. Like I saw Liu Kang with his Revenant skin as the human, and not a Revenant Liu Kang, like regular as Liu Kang with the Revenant skin, and it's like that looks surprisingly really cool. Well, how do I get it in the Combat League? Okay, I didn't have the game when it was available in the
Forgot about
Combat
that.
League. Can I get it? No, I can't. Which is bullshit. And most of the rewards are like random, which is like, I prefer it the way that MK9 and X did it, where it's like, okay, you get to get this skin, you got to do this. Boom, did it, got the skin.
Well, maybe they just
Not
like
that complicated.
they show you like stat for each character, and you.
And you are cutting off.
I think what he's trying to say is that Rain's the worst Mortal Kombat character ever.
That's
No.
oh my god, Kevin, you really opened my eyes.
Shut up! You're dead wrong. Rain looks so fucking cool in that game. You shut your goddamn mouth.
Then why'd you put it at B? I think you're secretly hating Rain.
No,
You
I
put it
did
at
not
B?
ever. I will never hate Rain as long as I live.
Okay, you just put it as good. Okay, that's fine.
Yes, good. It is good. It is good. Think it's out of like the last two games. I think it's the least.
Yeah, I think it's
I
think it's the weakest, but
But
it
I'm
also
not
it has a
devaluing it, and the story is my least favorite out of them. think it
Ooh,
was
actually,
great for that.
actually, you know what? I agree, but at the same time, I had so much fun with the story of MK11. Like I think they did the main characters some good.
Until
Flaws
Aftermath,
in
I
it.
would agree.
Up until Aftermath, I think they ruined it in Aftermath. But like Vanilla,
Aftermath was so bad.
yeah, Aftermath was
I mean,
horrible.
I love how they built Shang Tsung though, and that.
Yeah,
I mean, he was
yeah,
easily the
but
best character of the game.
yeah, but like
Absolutely.
even then, like that's the purpose of Shang Tsung, Fujin, and Nightwolf did not make any sense. Like it was just all over the place.
I was very excited that Nightwolf came back, but they barely did anything
Whatever.
with him.
I don't care
And
about
then
White
like,
Nightwolf.
but like with MK11 Vanilla, like the first story, like I liked that the focus was given back to the protagonist. I like it was a lot of fun to go through. Like I streamed it with a friend when it came out, and I enjoyed it. I know the story doesn't make sense. It's blasphemy.
Mostly it doesn't now.
It's all over the place. It's inconsistent as hell. But most time traveling stories are.
Yeah.
So
Comes with the
regarding
territory.
that's one of the things that I was talking about. Like NetherRealm Studios, had their stories, their story modes. They look great from a visual standpoint, but their writing is always.
Oh no, like I have to say this without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not kidding you. I think this is like the best looking like fighting game I've ever seen.
That yeah, I agree with this
Like
one.
no lie, because like it's so goddamn
It's
Eh.
like a
beautiful.
Mortal
That,
Kombat game, at least.
that fucking gameplay when they first showed the game though with Baraka and Scorpion.
I was
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it got me excited. Like this game has a special place in my heart for me having so much fun with the story. The game was pretty fun when I streamed it with my friend. Like it gave me a good vibe. See, I was very disappointed with Aftermath. I thought Aftermath's story was horrible. And there were
Yes.
some things that bothered me. There were some things that bothered me.
I really love the ending though, where you can like they did the Injustice bit too bit, where you just
But
like
better.
either Shang Tsung and Liu Kang for a different ending.
But my
I love
problem
when
is
they did that at least.
my problem is that I think I preferred the ending with Liu Kang and Katana more.
Oh, you mean
Although
like
Yeah.
You mean the main
ending
game
where,
sending?
you win 2 rounds in a row?
Yeah.
I can never
the main
beat.
game's best ending.
I can never
I mean,
beat
not
what's her
best
face
ending,
2
but
times in a
the
row,
most
so I never
popular
got that ending.
I got that ending on my
Okay.
I got that ending on my first.
And it doesn't
playthrough.
matter. According to Aftermath, that's not even the canon ending.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind
yeah,
of weird.
it sucks.
Yeah,
But
ending.
I
But,
wish the Injustice games were part of this list so I could actually talk more. Because I actually played the
Yeah.
Injustice games.
yeah, I think if we did an NRS ranking list, I think Eli would have had more of a conversation about it. But on honest to God, I think I'd more be down to doing an NRS list since we can like skip over the Mortal Kombat list and just talk about Injustice 1 and 2 than the characters because we've already talked so much about the games. We're gonna be seeing the sun rising if we go to the characters.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to the character.
Do you guys want to talk about the Injustice games after we're done with 11?
Oh yeah, sure.
I think I can find a tier list where we could find the Injustice games.
I mean, we could just say what letter we would put it at. Unless
let
you
me see
can
if I
find
can-
one.
Are we able to do characters on that too?
I don't know, but I can't. I don't know if I can do characters tonight. I
Hey,
think we took.
I know.
first we-
Like for a future reference, I'm saying.
Maybe that's a big maybe. But yeah, I think my biggest. I think Mortal Kombat 11 has like its high highs, but I think the low lows do kind of bother me a lot.
Yeah, it does. It bothers me too.
I don't.
It's still pretty good for what it is. It's just that
I
I
think-
don't really play it as much.
I honestly
I
think.
found the thing for NetherRealm games.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it just the Mortal Kombat list, except there's Injustice in there?
No, it's Mortal Kombat 9, X 11, Injustice 1, and Injustice 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's,
Sure.
that's perfect for me.
Gotcha.
Just
Yeah.
all right.
Okay. Are we all doing it like right now?
Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
this
Let's just get this out of the way. We've already wait. Why did you go to Free for All 1?
Yeah, I know. I'm back now.
I mean, it's fine. Like we already showed our complete Mortal Kombat list, so it's fine.
All right. So
But like just to talk about Mortal Kombat 11 just one last time. I found this, even though the story was the worst, I would argue out of the trilogy, I found it was the most fun to watch.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. Like it was really fun, and I think I agree with that. It may have been like the most inconsistent in the writing, but it was the most fun I had.
Yeah.
I love the Vitalities on it.
And honestly, when it comes to a Mortal Kombat game, like if I had a friend, we sat down on the couch just to play a bunch of multiplayer matches, it would probably be 11.
I can see that. I think most of my friends would probably pick 9, but I can see 11 being like a strong secondary pick. Okay, so question. Can you see my thing? Yes, you can. All right, cool.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
just get
Alright, here we
this
go.
let's skim through the Mortal Kombat ones.
Okay.
Well, I hadn't seen anything about 11 yet.
I thought
Oh,
you
that's
did.
right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, Eli.
So yeah, I guess it's my favorite Mortal Kombat game. I mean, I know I said guess, but I already said I don't really. Even though I do like Mortal Kombat, I don't hold it in as high regard as other fighting games. But anyway, I do really enjoy 11. I think it has great, like it has good gameplay. I like the designs for the characters. I think they're some of the best designs. Uh, and I like the DLC characters that they had too. I think this is my favorite batch of DLC characters because I really like the addition of RoboCop and Rambo, like his guests, and uh, well, oh yeah, I like a lot of the costumes that they add for the characters. The Johnny Cage in a tuxedo and like Cassie Cage gets a Harley Quinn outfit. I like
And the
that
movie
outfit.
references?
Yeah, the movie reference. The movie
My
reference.
favorite-
Yeah, I love the movie scenes.
My favorite is Noob Saibot has the Batman that laughs costume.
Oh yes. I remember that.
The Harley Quinn one's my favorite of the Batman ones. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of New Saw, I don't like his voice in this game.
Yeah.
I think
Doctor
it's way too deep.
Claw.
Yeah.
I think Mortal Kombat 9 was just fine.
Embrace the dark.
And I like
I'll
the story.
get you next time.
Actually,
Yang, next time. I will get you, Inspector Eli.
Inspector Ear.
I like the story for MK11. I thought it was nice. I had a good time going through it. I remember streaming it myself. Actually, I streamed that and I streamed the Aftermath.
I saw your
had a good time
aftermath.
with it.
I saw your aftermath stream.
Yeah.
Were you as
You-
disappointed as the rest of us?
Well, I mean, you saw like the rest of you guys. I loved Shang Tsung. Like Shang Tsung, definitely the highlight of the Aftermath. Like,
Yeah.
I've never been into the Mortal Kombat villains all that much. Never really cared for them.
I'm so much more into like the Shang Tsung ending than the Liu Kang one.
Mm-hmm.
But like Aftermath was like the first time I actually started to like the villains, and by villains I mean only Shang Tsung because I don't really care for Sindel or Shao Kahn.
I have a
Nope,
list of some.
neither do
I have a list of villains that I like. There are some villains that I think are really neat, but I think Shang Tsung has always been like a top tier favorite for me. He's
Yeah,
better than
I
Quan
mean,
Chi.
Shang
He's
Tsung
better
was
than
a-
Quan Chi.
He's the best like main antagonist like in the
Better
whole.
than
anime
He's
series.
better than Quan Chi. I can literally tell you better than Quan Chi.
Yeah, I agree. Also, better than Shang Tsung. I'm gonna better than Shao Kahn. Than
But, like, even in,
Shinnok
like,
for
the-
sure.
even in, like, the
Absolutely,
early parts
definitely
of
better than
MK9.
Kronika. Definitely better than any other.
But even in like the early parts of MK9, where it's like he takes center stage with the whole villainy thing. Like I didn't really care for him all that much because it just seemed like he didn't really steal the show as much as he does in Aftermath.
Yeah, I
and
agree
like
with this.
Aftermath, like with Aftermath, he just completely steals the show. He does like a lot of that one scene where he pushes a mook into like the acid pool, and he's just kind of like, well, sorry. and everybody else is like, oh my god, how
My
could you do
God.
that to him?
Kill that man. Like, he hasn't done that before, like-
my favorite scene though is when he's well, I don't exactly remember the line, but he's like, Kitana never appreciated my contributions to the Empire. And then Nightwolf's like, you mean when you created a clone of her in the flesh pits? And he's like, yes.
About Shang Tsung.
I love that.
You know what that
The
that
way
scene?
he said that it sounded like Megatron in Beast Wars when he says that.
That scene when you guys talked about where he just pushes the mook into the pit thing, and everybody's like, "You killed him." It reminds me of a really funny quote from a show that I watched. It's like, "You killed him." Shang Tsung be like,
Yeah, I think that was the funniest part is that everybody was just staring at him like,
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
watching this guy just burn to death.
Yeah. And
It was
the
an awkward stare.
George
It's like,
tried to help him.
yeah, I did.
the,
That was really funny.
the allies were like, "You killed him." Shang Tsung was like, "You're welcome."
What can I say except you are? Quick
But
question.
I will say, just like the rest of you, the aftermath kind of like went a little down, like pretty downhill when they did the whole thing with Sindel and like the retcon of her. Oh, she was evil all along.
Yeah, that's dumb. It was
Like
so
I was
stupid.
actually kind of looking
my
forward.
God.
I was
That's
like, when
stupid
they brought her back and she started acting all nice and everything. I was like, oh, I was like, this could actually be kind of nice.
Like,
It'd
dude,
be
Sindel
kind of
will
nice to
never
see
be
if
good. I don't know what they were
Sindel could.
trying to do there.
Sindel was
It'd be
good
kinda-
in the 3D games.
Like it'd be
Yep.
nice to see Sindel be a good character, see how she does on like the side of good, and then she's like, "Psych, I'm still evil." Like,
No, and I
oh,
think it
I
was pretty
hate-
obvious. I think it was pretty obvious that she was like a villain because she was like, Raiden, he's such a like what? Like she was throwing shade at Raiden and Fujin and Nightwolf were like, did you hear this? Did you hear the same thing I heard? Yeah, what a bitch.
well, yeah, I mean, that was the first sign, but
Yeah.
and then
And then she just outright
we
said
get the
yes.
worst, and then we get like the worst chapter where it's like nothing but
Yeah, it's
dread of
Sindel and Shao
like-
Kahn sucking like it's Sindel sucking Shao Kahn's dick basically.
and then just like destroying everybody, and like the game makes me fight
Yeah,
Johnny
and
Cage.
the Shao Kahn
The game makes me
destroyed
fight
her.
Johnny Cage, and that's when I'm like, no.
Like
don't make me do that.
just tell me
Hmm.
what is it about evil Sindel that gives her more agency than like how she was portrayed in Deception, where she was like a much better kind mother in that one. Like Deception's ending of her was like so good, and it's like
She like hugged Kitana from reuniting her. Or wait,
she
was that
saved,
Jade?
she and Jade
Yeah, wasn't
saved
that Jade's
Kitana.
ending actually?
No, Jade fucked up Tanya in her ending.
Yes. Like I think what was it? The Tarkans or like
Yeah, the Tarkat. She threw something that attracted the Tarkatan scent, and they went from serving Tanya to just fucking her up.
Yeah, right. Okay, I was thinking like either like the Tarkans or like bugs or something.
Nah, she threw like I don't remember what exactly she threw, but she threw something in the Tarkans were like food, and they killed Tanya.
So after
right,
Sindel and
Sindel like actually like saved Kitana from the Dragon King's control, which is funny because the actual canon one is Ermac. Ermac's the one that saves Liu Kang's friends because
Right,
Liu
yes,
Kang was
I do remember that. That was when Ermac was the only time Ermac was good.
yeah,
You know,
and then
was
and that and Armageddon, but it's like I liked Sindel saving Kitana the most because it actually showed like how much of like a mother like how much of a strong mother figure Sindel was, and I didn't realize how much I really liked that portrayal of Sindel until I've been seeing the evil interpretations of the new timeline of Sindel.
yeah,
Pretty much.
like the story lost me when they were.
And you think about it, like
They
she
lost me for a while when
got
they revealed that
manipulated
Sindel
a
was
little
still
bit
evil.
because, like, pretty much, like, remember when she got revived by Quan Chi in 9, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Where's Katana?" She was lines up Earthworm. Well, fuck her then.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Sindel was.
There's an evil
so-
killed by Shao Kahn.
So let me say this. Let's look at this. Sindel, like with this stupid retcon, Sindel apparently was always evil. Okay, she dies by she gets killed by Quan Chi, gets revived and brainwashed, gets killed again, revived and brainwashed again. Gets revived again, and it's like, oh, now she's back to how she was before, which she was always evil. Why did she even need to be brainwashed in the fucking first place if she was
Yeah.
already evil? Like, it makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, that's a
Evil
huge
zombie to a different
retcon.
type of evil zombie.
Yeah, she was a revenant there, but like, she was brainwashed to serve Quan
No,
Chi.
but she was already kind of a zombie, really. Like even before she died.
Yeah, but
But
I remember-
the game-
I think Sindel's probably my least favorite character in the NetherRealm era. At least,
Yeah.
like in terms of how they portray,
Same.
in terms of portraying a character, like I never liked the direction they went with her.
Like the game lost me. Like Aftermath lost me when they revealed that Sindel was still evil.
Yeah,
And
because
it
like
started-
Sindel ruined MK9 story and Sindel ruined Aftermath story. It's like Jesus.
But it did
I am-
started to grab me.
You're not very popular in the culture.
It
In the
did.
community.
When it comes to
It did.
me, I'm a sucker for video game stories because I don't watch TV as much as I used to anymore. So I get my my entertainment story wise from video games now, except for the games that don't have them, like Mario and something.
Mario does have a story.
So imagine my reaction. Imagine my reaction from Mortal Kombat 9 to X to 11 because NetherRealm got me to care about fighting game stories, which would lead to me playing BlazBlue and Guilty Gear in the future, but another time. So imagine my shock. I'm learning about this new lore. This is a new timeline, and then we get to Aftermath. I didn't even catch that she was evil at first. I was very confused. I'm like, what is she doing? And then once it hit me, I got fucking pissed.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it kind of confused me at first too. I'm like, wait, who's she talking to? And then it's like, oh,
yeah. It was so bad that I went back to 9, and I'm trying to look for like the foreshadowing or something. Like I'm trying to find as much information. Like, has this always been the case, or did they just make it up at the last fucking moment?
It was a retcon
Yeah.
because MK9 was like, oh, she sacrificed, because like back in the original timeline, she killed herself. Like, that's it. Like, that was just it. Like, she killed herself because she did not want to live in a world with Shao Kahn. In MK9, they portrayed it so that like her suicide created a barrier in Earthrealm, so it had a more selfless intention behind it. So either way, it still portrayed Sindel as a good guy,
Yeah.
And then with her.
Good woman.
Whatever. Oh my god. I did a video and I titled it "Remember when Sindel was a good guy?" Like, as a good person, And I got way too many comments saying "good guy." Last time I checked, she was a girl. I'm like, oh my god, you know my fucking point. And I had
Sindel confirmed to be a man. Confirmed.
It's like I have
clickbait.
to change it to good person because people were pissing me off. But anyway,
even in her ending for MK11, it's almost like they're just kind of, oh, it's definitely a retcon. Like the way they show off the ending.
Well, they made it seem like they made it seem like it was. They tried to make it seem like it wasn't a retcon, like that was always the thing. But it's contradictory in a lot of ways. And like in MK9,
it definitely feels like a retcon.
And MK9. The big retcon. In MK9, they even portrayed her her ending in arcade mode is also portraying her as a selfless person.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Nothing pisses me off more than retconning because it gives me the implication that I shouldn't enjoy the story because the writers want to take it into a direction it was never meant to.
Yeah,
Okay.
but let's move on. Like, we can all agree that MK11 was good. Like it has some good highs, but it has some low lows.
I wanted to finish. I wasn't actually finished, but I have.
Mark's like, I want to fucking sleep.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to say it lost me when Sindel turned evil, but it did grab me back when Shang Tsung betrayed them. And he took over again.
Shang Tsung killing Shao Kahn and Sindel was like the most satisfying thing on the planet. And Shao Kahn's Shao Kahn's a dumb fuck. Like, I'm just gonna say that.
Everybody's a dumb fuck.
He is a dumb fuck.
Also
oh my god, the fucking power that Shang Tsung had! He absorbed Sindel, Shao Kahn, Chronica, and his ending Fire Liu Kang. Fire God Liu Kang. Jesus Christ!
But speaking of which, though, I love like.
Let's go fight Thanos with a fucking Infinity Gauntlet on, with all 6 Infinity Stones.
I actually love when Liu Kang shows up to stop Shang Tsung, and Shang Tsung's like figures out. It's like, oh, wait a minute, you let me win, and I'm like, oh,
and he's totally okay with it.
Win. Like,
I wasn't really sure how I felt about that because I was like, as a Liu Kang fan,
I liked it because it was like it came full circle. It was like it came full circle with the whole "he must win" thing.
Right.
Yeah. But
was it?
I think it's a weird whiplashing character, considering that he's like, presented as a selfless character, like he wouldn't really put his friends in danger. So it's like a big whiplash in tone with him. So it's like a little bit weird.
Yeah, but he also was like, I will revive them in my new era.
Your new era, your new empire.
I did like their interaction. Like the interaction was I think even Shang Tsung like was humorous to me. He was like, "You let me win," and it looked like he was like about to tear up. Like, wow, what a bro! He actually let me win.
Deliciously
And you
cold-blooded.
killed your friends to do so.
How deliciously cold.
You let your friends die for my victory?
I
Let's go out for beer sometime.
It's like you're actually pretty cool,
Yeah,
dude.
I
You
agree,
just,
dude.
it's like Shang Tsung's like, man, you're actually pretty cool. Like, let's just hang out and get a beer together. Like, don't delete me. Just make me a good guy. Or I'll make
Hey,
you
I'll
like my,
put up that right now.
I'll make you like, or if I killed you, I'll make you my best buddy. Okay.
I'll
get
give
a
you
drink
like a
together.
toddler seat in my ending. Fucking fire God Liu Kang on a fucking high chair in that ending. With the
Nice.
fucking pacifier and the stupid hat
One more quick thing
thing.
before we move
That's
on. This
hilarious.
game has my favorite fatalities.
Go ahead, Eli.
One more quick thing before we move on. This game has my favorite fatalities. I love
Yep.
most of the fatalities are just amazing in this.
Yeah, they're so
This,
good. Yeah.
Like
They're the best
Jax
fatalities
and
in that game.
Johnny Cage and
I was like,
DeVore's.
I was waiting for him to say like Johnny Cage in there, and I'm like, yep, I knew it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Johnny Cages are amazing. Like they're like humorous and
They are like the puppet and the uppercut scenes.
the uppercut scenes. I
And
love the
Jackson
uppercut
is all
one.
da-da-da-da-da.
That's my favorite one. Yeah, the da-da-da-da-da-da. And then you got like the super brutal ones like Devora's where she like peels your
Oh,
like,
so
throws you to the
gross.
floor.
So
disgusting.
disgusting. Divorce was so
Oh
disgusting.
god,
Oh.
so nasty.
I think-
I hate her so much. but
Garrus has
that-
another one where he pins you to a sand wall and then he like tears off.
Oh
tears
god,
off
yeah,
his
that
skin.
one.
Oh wait, I want to add one thing. This game also brought back friendship, which I love to death.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That fucking Jax one though.
Yeah, the Jax one.
Da 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 da.
No, we did that one already. Talking about friendship.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I love that. I
I'm-
wish there was a full
I really-
version for that.
I really hope we do get to play MK11 one day, Kevin. Like I really want to play.
We'll have to work my PS4 again. I'm
Have
playing.
you
November.
Have
You
you,
gotta,
have you taken
you
it
gotta
to
take back
therapy
the
yet?
No.
You got to do it. You got to take it to couples therapy.
Yeah, PS4 took the
My
keys.
highlight.
I kind of want to play on PC now.
You probably
Oh
should.
yeah. Once you get on PC, we'll still be playing MK. We'll be still playing any of these three games. With console, like, it's gonna die out eventually. But with PC, it's still gonna live
Yeah.
on.
But I
But,
do want to, before we move on, I want to let a shout out for my favorite fatality in MK11, which is one of Kano's is where he drinks a beer bottle,
Yeah,
shreds
and he
it,
dances with the
cuts
dead
your
body.
neck, and then starts dancing with your corpse.
Oh, so good.
That was okay.
If there was a
That's my favorite-
fatality like
that's my
you
favorite
should do
Kano
this on
fatality
Sonya, it's like it was perfect.
That was my favorite Kano fatality ever.
Yeah, it was so good.
So now let's get to the Injustice games.
Yes.
Um,
Welcome
Alright,
back
sounds
to the Mortal Kombat tier list aftermath. We're talking about the Injustice games.
Because the Injustice games weren't a part of the old one. so
Alright,
I can't-
Injustice 1. 3, 2, 1,
Okay.
go.
Okay, so I have a weird story to say about Injustice 1. I don't hate it, but I don't really like it either. This game kind of makes me sick, to be honest. I think the character models look pretty bad, and then when I go back into it, it's like I always feel physically ill when I go back to it. I don't like the color grading of the game. I think the game is also like fairly unbalanced. I didn't like the story.
Kevin, we gotta curve stomp this nerve.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Where did you put
I'll-
these?
I'll
You
join
put
you.
it- you put it on S? Oh
Yes.
my god!
It's a great fucking game.
It's amazing, incredible.
Yeah.
So, all right, so I think we're gonna
There's
tell
fucking
the
Lobo
no.
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lobo, the main man.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Scorpion's in the game. How could you hate it?
Oh god.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I just think it's It just makes me sick. I really can't physically play it because it literally makes me ill. I don't know what it is.
Well,
but
that's
I
your
can't
fucking
stop it.
problem.
I'm not gonna.
Well,
I'm
Oh,
not
shit,
gonna.
it's
I
my-
think one
Oh,
of the.
shit, it's my problem. You want to buy me medicine?
No.
I think.
I said
think
it's
one
your
of the
problem, not mine.
I think one of the problems with Injustice, I almost said Injustice 2, but we're talking about the first one. With the first Injustice, it's kind of like a little too dry. I'm not. I'm trying to think of the right word, but it's like there's not a whole lot of color to the game.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
color
it's-
grading is
Yeah,
the
no, there's a
color
lot
grading
of
is
like
awful.
gray.
The color grading is
Gray,
awful.
black.
I think this is
Eh.
like the ugliest game in this
Everything,
like out of their
everything
game.
just looks so dreary and pale, and it's just like it's not very lively. It's like,
Well, they're trying to go for the comic book aesthetic, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah, but it
darker
still
and
doesn't.
grimmer.
Yeah, but it doesn't translate well though. I think Injustice 2 looks way better.
I'm not
this was
disagreeing
like,
with
this was
that,
like
but
an apology letter for MK versus DC. They're like, oh, we're gonna try to go dark and stuff, but I think they went like too dark with like the whole.
Right, but I didn't
all
really
the
care
atmosphere and
about it
stuff.
though.
I
at the
don't.
time.
It didn't
I
bother
just
me.
really cared about like the roster and like the gameplay it had.
Yeah, it was
And
pretty
that
solid
really sold me
roster.
on it. And the story was pretty good too.
I didn't like the story.
Yeah, I
I
like
liked Injustice 2 story better.
No, but there's like
No.
a lot of good. There's a lot of like crazy moments where like Superman just literally kills Shazam,
Yeah.
and you know that Shazam is a fucking 12-year-old kid inside there, so he literally.
Yeah, but like my
Yeah.
issue. I
It
don't
taught me
like
the
a lot
very
of-
valuable lesson: don't meet your heroes.
I don't like. I just didn't like how most of the characters from like that universe was characterized, and I didn't like the fact that this conflict that Batman was going through for
Oh
like
my-
4 or 5 years, was just solved by bringing in other superheroes from a different universe and ending it all with bringing their Superman into this. I thought it was a bit
Yeah,
anticlimactic.
no.
Well, no,
it's
nah.
really
But, I
weird.
mean, that's a comic book story thing.
Oh my god! I
That-
don't. Then
that seems very
then I guess I don't like comic book stories. Then
I
I'm reading
guess
Invincible.
not, you failure.
You really don't.
I'm reading Invincible and I'm having fun with that one.
Apparently, like,
Whatever.
apparently,
I don't
like,
care
good
about your Invincible. I don't care.
Apparently, the good Superman is like the Goku of the like good universe. Like he's the only one that can like beat everybody. It's like we gotta wait for good Superman to get here.
I don't know if I would agree with that.
I hate when they had to resort to that though.
I
did
don't
not
think
like
I didn't see it like that. I saw it as in
These are
we
way
want to
better
ensure our
Superman than
victory. Let's
Superman.
bring our Superman here.
Oh yeah, actually, here's one thing that why this story
I
sucks.
did like
Great.
I like the Justice. I like the Deathstroke and the Bad Universe though. I thought
Yeah.
he was pretty cool.
Yeah, he's
Okay, I'll say
solid.
this. Here's another thing of why this game's story sucked. Dick Grayson's dead. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, but you'll hate it more in the
Yeah,
comics
fuck
of
up,
how he
man.
died.
Like, that second Batman like chapter was like, wow, really? Like fucking
I
Damian
hate-
Wayne killed
I-
Dick
I hate-
Grayson.
I hated the way like they characterized Catwoman in that one too, and it's I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's whatever.
Damian Wayne is just a piece of shit in general. It's
Yeah.
like, whatever.
He seems older in Justice One. It's
Yeah,
like,
I know, right? That's my biggest problem with
Yeah,
that.
they gave him like they made him taller, like long hair, like he's not, and then like in Injustice 2 he looks so different.
Dude,
He
I
looks
have to,
actually.
can I really talk about a huge topic about like what's really important here? Remember, like they had the quick event times where you have to like press a certain button.
Yeah.
The quick time.
Yeah.
Quick time
One
events.
of the fucking games is like the last one, I think, where Black Adam's like throwing cars.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Civilians stole their cars.
Those cars are moving and full of people. He's fucking murdering them. I love it.
There was
Oh
a
my
family of
God.
4 in that car. Poor little Timmy.
Just imagine. They just came back from McDonald's. They came back from McDonald's and they're still looking forward to the new movie when they get Netflix. And picks them up, throws it laser beam. They're fucking dead.
Kevin, I get the reference you know, they just quoted your
Poor little baby Timmy just got eradicated by Superman just because he wanted to block an attack.
You're the Man of Steel. That shouldn't hurt you.
Wait, no, you like Injustice 1 more than the other Mortal Kombat games?
Yes.
Oh Jesus! Like, what is it? Just like, so I'm really curious about your Injustice 2 placements. It seems like it's leaning towards
It's
most
so
people's
messed
least
up,
favorites
man.
or
Oh my
favorites.
God, that's so funny.
Oh god.
Yeah, but it's all right.
Do I have anything
really.
to say about this one?
I don't really have anything to say. It just makes me sick. I don't like the story characters.
Lex Luthor.
It was
Being
so
a good
great.
guy.
Yeah, Lex Luthor
was-
was really strong in that one too.
Yeah, I liked him a lot.
Too bad he's stuck. Too bad he's one of the worst characters in the game.
No, he
Yeah,
isn't. No, he isn't.
He gets zoned by Zod so easily in that game. Poor guy.
I like
Wasn't,
Lex
wasn't
Luthor in that
Zod
game.
like the most broken character in that game?
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah,
Well,
there's a lot of broken. There's a lot of there's a
I
lot of
only bought like half the DLC, so like
there's a
I
lot
missed
of
out on Martian Manhunter and Zatanna and Zod.
Yes.
That game
There's
had
a
a
lot-
solid DLC list.
there's a lot of broken characters in Injustice One. There's arc and at least with MK9, like they at least like had a community dedicated to balancing it. They didn't have shit for Injustice One.
They had a lot of Injustice 1 had a lot of solid alternate costumes. Like they got like some of my favorites include Thomas Wayne Batman from the Flashpoint movie, the
Batman Beyond. That's my
Batman Beyond,
Yeah.
the Arkham costumes
Arkham game, yeah, I love
for
that.
for like Batman, Catwoman, and Joker. I was a big fan of Arrow back in the day, so it was really cool to see the Arrow costume with
Yeah,
the
even
actual
the
guy
voice
voicing the
acting.
lines.
Yeah.
I just didn't find. I
That's
just.
what
I don't know. Like, I was just busy, just really thinking how. Like, I just don't really like how any of the characters look. So with me, like, the costume didn't really stand out to me either.
I mean, the problem with Injustice is that they continue the same butterface that Mortal Kombat 9 had.
Yeah, yeah.
But Mortal Kombat 9 looks
Actually,
better.
I don't
it was
agree
even
with
worse.
that.
It was even worse than
I do. Love
I
how
agree
they
the
brought in,
butterface was worse, but I think the game itself looked better.
I do love how for Cyborg they brought in his voice actor from the animated
Oh,
series.
that's so good,
Yep.
man. He even got the
Yeah.
booyah.
I think one thing I can agree with you on, Noah, is like
Love that.
I think Injustice One was like, because MK9 was a little bit stiff in its storytelling, like, you know, it was just mostly like in its location and its characters were just standing around most of the time. Injustice One was the first time they actually went with that cinematic, like that felt very cinematic within their own games.
Hmm.
Right. It was really cool.
I think at the time we thought MK9 definitely looked like that, but now that we see the other games, like I definitely think MK9 definitely doesn't look so visually amazing compared to them. Like I think
Not at
Injustice
all.
One was that first.
Not at all.
that-
No.
Yeah, I think Injustice One was the first to really put that cinematic quality. But that's all I'm really giving it. I think the game's okay. Like I just don't really
I love it.
whatever go.
I love
just
it
don't really
too.
go back.
If there's one gameplay mechanic I really hate about the Injustice games is the clash system.
But I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
I knew you
I
were
know,
gonna
but
say
like, at least it has a little small, cool cinematic to it, though.
It does. That's like the best
I agree.
part. But
Yeah, the interactions between.
Here's
them
the
are
thing.
actually pretty good.
I don't know how-
Anything, though.
here's the thing. This is totally a me problem. I don't know how it works. And when I'm fighting
like-
against
do you know-
computers,
Do you remember how to break? Okay, do you know how to break in MK?
Yeah, you have to like block and move forward.
block and move forward.
Like when you do the same way how you can do a breaker in Mortal Kombat is exactly how you pull off a clash, but your health bar needs to be on the second. But it needs to be on the second health bar, not on the first.
I did
Right.
not know that. But the reason why I brought it up, though, is because, like, whenever I'm fighting against computers and they're about to die, they use the fucking clash, and I usually use the super move before then, so they would always fucking beat me and get most of their health back.
Yeah, it can get repetitive. It gets repetitive because of that, which is another issue I had with the game. Like at least going
that
through the
is-
story.
That is, I mean, that's the thing across like both games, really. It puts the gameplay to a halt, and it really just depends on whoever has the most meter. Who
I wish it was like a
So,
rock,
yeah.
paper, scissors thing. Instead
Yeah,
of
I
it
think- I
relying
think-
on the
that
meter.
That would have been a better feature.
Like in Budokai 3.
I don't know. I don't know if I really would have preferred a rock paper scissors
I
thing.
would've.
if they were
I
going to
would've,
do
yeah.
something like that, just make it rock paper scissors.
I just don't want any luck-based gameplay in fighting games in general. Like that's just me.
I mean, fair enough, but
Well,
if
it
they were
is
gonna do
luck
it-
based when you think about it. Like,
No, it is. No,
what
like, the thing is,
what
the
are
thing
you
is, like,
gonna do if you don't have enough meter?
Like that's the thing. Like the only but it's like the only luck base is just how often you would save the meter. But like in an actual fight with someone, you do have to use your meter because it gives you, for instance, like Doomsday. In instance, like he gets a lot of armor from it, and there are a lot of good zoning characters like Zod and fucking Martian Manhunter.
Speaking
like-
of Doomsday, I loved his super move where he like punches you through the earth.
Oh yeah, that
and-
one's pretty
Yeah, right in
rad.
the Earth's crust.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying,
He went
but
right
what I'm
through
saying-
the earth.
What I'm
Yeah,
saying is that,
yeah.
but basically the basis is that like there are more instances of using the meter, and using the clash is actually a big risk and reward system. So it's like, yeah, there is skill to be using regarding using the meter. It's just that AIs suck, so they're going to use it when they're about to die. But that's an AI thing. but when you fight an actual player, it's a completely different conversation.
Anybody else think Doomsday looks scarier with the containment suit on?
Sure.
I think so.
I like the
I don't like-
Mohawk.
No Mohawk.
I mean,
I like
like
the
the
Mohawk
containment
one.
suit that was free was like
You
all
have to be
green,
disappointed.
like the red eyes.
It's
Yeah.
like I like the Mohawk one because it looks like he went to like a concert where it goes "Doomsday is coming today," and he's just rocking out with that Mohawk of his. I love it.
What do you guys think of Richard Epcar as the Joker? Like his performance as Joker. 'Cause
He
plays-
started
plays-
in
I
Marvel.
think it-
I keep saying Marvel.
Marvel.
Mortal
He
Kombat
did
versus
again.
DC.
He did it again.
He started there.
Joker in these Injustice games, and he voices him in MK11. But,
Yeah, he's a solid Joker.
yeah, I think he's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. He is.
Obviously
That's
not
a
better
voice
than
for
Mark Hamill, and
Yeah,
I would
Mark Hamill.
probably
Mark
argue
Hamill.
he's not as.
It's not even a comparison, ever.
I know, but
Yeah,
like
Mark
if
Hamill's not-
if Mark Hamill retired the role, he would do a good job.
Mhm.
I like. Can we like? Let's end this with Injustice 2.
Wait, there's one more thing I want to
Fucking
say.
Lobo.
Something the Injustice games started
Meanwhile,
that Mortal
Marvel
Kombat
Shadows.
would actually in-depth in what is like environmental stuff and the double health bar system. How do you guys feel about this? Because I personally like those a lot.
I don't know about the
It-
double
it-
health bar thing, but I
Oh,
like the
fine.
environments.
It makes it unique. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
It's not.
I like
It's not
it.
really my. It's not really my cup of tea, but it
I
definitely
like
makes
the
it unique.
I like the transitions with like the different arenas.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that I
man.
do.
Yeah,
I actually think
and there's
I-
other characters that make cameos too.
I actually think the transitions in this one are better than the ones in Injustice 2.
Oh, hands down.
Probably.
Agreed, absolutely.
Yeah.
I usually have them
Oh,
off anyway, so I don't really have too much of an opinion.
Are you talking about supers also?
They're solid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the supers are actually pretty cool. I mean, there's like a couple that are kind of meh.
Lobo flipping you off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lobo, yes,
I love
Lobo
how
is
it's
a
like
great one.
censored. Why is that censored?
Well, it's T-rated.
Because
So-
it's not because it's not a big boy. It's not a big boy thing. Your little Timmy's still playing this game.
I have to play that game again just to play, just for Lobo alone.
I'll play Injustice too. To be honest.
I remember the first time I saw Batman's super in Injustice 1. I thought it was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously not as good as the Injustice 2 one, because
Yeah.
that one's a nice little reference and everything. But
I think
like for the
one
time,
thing
that was great.
I think one thing that is clearly different from the four of us is that I don't really care too much about the spectacle of Injustice. Like I can admit that one's like cool, but I can't really tell you if I prefer one over the other. I just kind of prefer like just playing it like solidly. So I usually have the interactables off. Actually,
You're boring.
yeah, thank you. I know I am.
You're the scum of humanity. It's like if your favorite character is Rain.
Yeah, Kevin.
Hey, I'm not. It's not my favorite character. He's still fucking cool, you idiot.
Top
You
five.
obviously know it's Sub-Zero.
Oh my god, you guys are so mad that Rain's in fucking 11.
I didn't even know he was in 11.
I am fucking mad. They picked him over Smoke.
I'm fine
Who
with
smoke?
11. I don't really care.
Well, here's the thing. The reason, hold on.
No.
Here's the thing. The reason why it does bother me is because Smoke and Striker are like the two other Revenants missing, and they could have just easily added them in the fuck as DLC, and they could have given a really bullshit explanation of why they weren't involved in the story. But no, they picked a character that has no purpose in the Mortal Kombat legacy in general.
But he's a demigod. He's a son of Argus.
I don't care. That shit's also retconned.
They can make water and he's purple.
Oh my god, that's what makes him even lamer.
Yeah, and the same guy got copyrighted because of
Yeah,
the
well,
motorcycle.
yeah,
He got copyrighted by a motorcycle!
But
Anyway.
I think I'm ready for this.
Yep.
Let's
Injustice
talk-
2.
let's talk about Injustice 2 so I can go to
3,
sleep.
2, 1, go.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought. Nothing. Your rate sucks. Bye. Good night. Let's talk about Injustice 2. I like it more than the first because I just think it's smooth. It plays smoother. It
I
plays
like,
more.
it, I like it less than the other one because it has no Lobo.
That is such a weak argument.
That's such a bad, such
No,
a
it's
bad argument.
not. When you really put in depth to it, it's really pretty valid and accurate.
No,
Not
no,
really.
it isn't. Not really. I think I like the character. I think I like the character roster in this one a little bit more. I like this.
You make douchebags cry.
I know. Oh,
That would be
dude,
you.
if I did,
Good.
I did, dude. You have no idea that boosted my self-esteem. Thank you, Kevin.
That's not supposed to be a compliment.
Good. You just said I'm better than douchebags.
Yeah, it's not cool. Like basically, if you can make douchebags like basically scums of the earth cry, then that makes you superior. So.
Yeah. And I know I do make douchebag cry. That was my high school years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It shows.
But anyway, Injustice 2, I think it plays very smooth. And I know it's like a zoning game, and I know it's not a lot of people's cup of tea, but I main Dr. Fate and Starfire, so I'm biased. But I think the game's character roster is more solid. Honestly, I think I'm one of the few people that actually like the fact that Raiden was in it, although I did wish it was Dark Raiden, but that's just me.
That's a costume.
I like the I meant like the character. I wish it was presented as Dark Raiden as opposed to the good Raiden.
I don't see unless he was in
that game.
Unless he was in the story. I don't care what Raiden they picked because it wouldn't be canon.
I just wish we could, but like I would have preferred it because we could have gotten a glimpse of what would have eventually been MK11. Of course, this is also assuming that Dark Raiden was going to play a big role in MK11, which we know. It's not the case. That's a good reaction. But I think, and I liked Injustice 2 story more. I like the characters. I think they fixed a lot of the issues I had with the characters in Injustice 1, especially characters like.
Injustice 2 had a much better ending than the first one. For sure.
Maybe.
No.
You know what? I agree. I think I agree with that because Injustice 2 has two endings, and one of them is either it brings everything back to the way it was.
I'm so happy that they did that.
And then Superman's ending is like, a complete. It's like, I didn't like
Superman's dead. I'm now ruler of the earth and most possibly the entire universe, and I have Batman.
If anything, I liked MK11 Aftermath's two endings more than Injustice 2's two endings. But I like the overall story of Injustice 2. I think if they focused a little bit more on humanizing the characters that were on Superman's side, they did a good job with the Flash and Green Lantern, in my opinion. But I think they could have done way better with Wonder Woman. I think they really turned
fuck her in this game.
Yeah, she's stupid.
They made Wonder Woman. They made Wonder Woman.
I love Superman so much. Get up, Cal.
Get up, Cal. Oh my god.
There was even a really good. There was a really good scene with. There was a really good scene with her and Scarecrow that implies the night. Hold up, hold up. Give me that second.
Mark's trying to talk. Let's all shut up.
You both really interrupted me.
All right, go ahead, Mark.
There was a
as I was saying, guys.
I hate you. There was a really good scene that had a lot of potential to humanize Wonder Woman with Scarecrow, where they showcased the fact that there was
Robert Englund, by the way, who was Freddy Krueger.
Oh my god, perfect voice.
I love him. I love that he's voiced by Robert Englund.
But
that was very nice.
There was the scene itself with Scarecrow showcased that there was something inside Wonder Woman that was telling her that she was the reason why Superman went into this dark path, and if they explored her more in that light, I would have liked her way more. But she's such a bitch.
I hate her so much.
I really, really hated Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
really hated her.
I didn't like her either.
And after seeing Scarecrow in that scene, plus with Arkham Knight, really just made Scarecrow at least top 5 of Batman's greatest villains ever.
Yeah, I think I'm there with you on that one.
I will say this might be an unpopular opinion. I don't know, but I think Injustice 2 has my favorite Scarecrow design of anything.
I don't think that's unpopular at all. I think a lot of people can tell you that Scarecrow looks really good.
That's my favorite.
Have you ever seen the Batman, the Adventures of Batman and Robin version? Holy fucking shit!
That looks good. Oh, yeah, that looks good. I will agree.
God, that shit was terrifying.
Yeah, but I still prefer the Injustice 2 one. But that one's a close second.
When I saw him, oh jeez.
It's so much better than that. I still haven't watched all of the animated series yet. I gotta get back to watching the animated series, but the first episode that he's in, he just looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah, he looks super dumb.
Yeah.
But he got much better over time though.
He went through multiple redesigns.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, I think I'm with you that I like Scarecrow's design in Injustice 2
Oh
the
my
most.
god!
Like, he looks really cool.
I
Yeah.
remember that one scene. Like one of the cuts, one of the intros, like when you start the game, like when you fight like Captain Cold with Scarecrow, or if you fight Scarecrow with Captain Cold, whatever, vice versa. Like Scarecrow's like, "Do you fear death?" And Captain Cold's like, "I tend to flirt with it." And Scarecrow's like, "So did your sister."
Oh, that's
It's so-
dark.
Oh,
That's
that's
he's
so
fucked.
dark.
savage. Like Scarecrow knows like everything. It's just,
Like
he knows
Captain Cold did
where
a pretty good burn, and then Scarecrow just like sent one right
he
back
knows all
on.
the personal stuff.
There's only one character that he can't pull that shit on, and that's the Joker. Like, the Joker gets on his nerves.
Yeah, like he gets off on that. I
You
mean,
stole
Arkham Knight-
fear toxin. I
Arkham,
didn't-
Arkham Knight proved that.
Yeah.
When
Other
Batman
way,
became-
you owe me.
We all have a moment of silence for Atrocitus, who only appeared in like one fight in the
Yeah.
entire story.
Oh my god, that's a problem. Okay.
Actually, even worse. Let's have more silence for Daxstar the cat.
At least with Atrocitus, like, you know, yeah, it sucks. He only appeared once in the story. It's just
I
here's
like
the
how
thing,
Atrocitus was in the game. That was cool.
with Atrocitus and Joker, like, because they were in the fucking base roster, they were like, okay, we gotta somehow throw these guys
Like,
in the story.
I'm
Yeah.
more of a Sinestro kind of guy, but I think that's like the next best thing you could have possibly done.
I mean, with the Joker, he's already such a big.
I like
he's-
Atrocitus.
Joker's already such a big character that it's not really that much of a problem with me if he's not in there. Not to mention the fact that the Joker in their universe is dead. So
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because they added Joker and Atrocitus on the base roster, like, they just felt like the need to put them in the stories in some shape or form. And so, but at least with Atrocitus, I like the approach that they went, because it's like, you know, he's basically trying to tempt Green Lantern to fight the Rage, considering that Green Lantern joined the Yellow Lanterns in Injustice 1.
And he was Green Lantern never turned either.
No, I know, but like it comes, but the Rage does come back to him.
Oh no, it
and-
does, but he always controls
Superman's ending it does. Yeah.
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 And by the way, here's something funny.
My Rage won't bring Carol back, just like yours couldn't bring back Lois.
By the way, here's
Yep.
something that is pretty funny regarding Green Lantern, but he actually uses the same sound audios as MK9 Sub-Zero, which I thought was interesting.
Oh yeah, you got the same actor, yeah.
No, but like they reuse like the same, like, you know, voice clips of MK9 Sub-Zero with him.
Well,
No, because that Sub-Zero
listen.
didn't have that voice actor in 9.
No. Like, here's the thing. Like, when it comes to like the damaging sounds that he does, they reuse the same audio of MK9 Sub-Zero.
That's weird.
The victory animation he had in Justice 1, if he was like the Yellow Lantern, he'd be like, "Yellow is power."
Yellow's power. He just like, comes right up to you and just like fist bumps you. Yellow's power.
No, but like, no, I'm not saying he's voiced by the same actor. I'm just saying that they reused like the hitting sounds from MK9 Sub-Zero and
That's
Green
weird.
Lantern, which I thought, yeah, like, just look back at the Green Lantern's chapter and the part at like any points, like when he, like, you know, is like influence of rage, and he does like MK9 Sub-Zero scream, which I thought was funny. It was distracting to me in a couple of cases.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have the biggest problem with Injustice 2's character roster. Like, this is like a rant coming. I hope you guys have anything else to talk about the characters before I just let loose.
I'm just gonna say, I think I already said my piece. I like the story. I like how the characters were presented in the story. I think it plays better than Injustice 1, and I do like the character roster. That's all I gotta say. I think that the
I would have
customization for them
wanted to say that the roster's better, but Lobo's not in it. But whatever, it's still a pretty solid roster though for what it is.
and I like the customization with the armors and everything better than MK11's.
I think they handle it slightly better.
Yeah.
So yes, I too enjoyed the story, although I thought that the name for Gorilla Grodd's group, the Society, I thought that was kind of lame. And
I thought Grodd was kind of lame.
Grodd's not much to talk about though.
Grodd's
I thought
always lame.
Grodd was kind of lame in the story.
Winston,
Yeah, I'm not too much on Grodd. I don't hate him, but that guy, he's just there.
I mean, the roster itself, I actually liked though. Like, I liked a lot of the characters they would add. A lot of the characters they added.
Yeah,
like,
Aquaman just straight up killed him too.
Yeah.
Dark
That's why he's the best
Darkseid
character of the
and-
story.
God, I remember how super lame Aquaman used to be, and now I just made him really cool for no reason.
He's been cool. He's been
there is a
cool since
reason.
the Justice League show.
Like, I know a lot of the new characters they added.
No, not
Like-
the old one. The newest one. The one that takes place in the Batman the Animated Series universe.
I thought he started being cool like when Injustice 1 started.
Anyway.
I liked all of the. I did really like the roster. A lot of great like new characters that were in the first one. Like I liked using Atrocitus. I thought he was a lot of fun to use.
That was fun.
And Scarecrow.
Scarecrow was
and,
so good. So
who else? Starfire. I like using her.
You're gonna say Star Fox. Star Fox is in this game.
I said Starfire.
For me,
Yeah, I know. I thought you were gonna say Star Fox.
and Sub-Zero was really fun.
Yeah, Sub-Zero has a great design in this game. I like his design.
Cheetah was so sick though. My God, the speed that she had there, and the mix-ups and rushdown.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Cheetah was fun. Cheetah was fun to play.
I love Cheetah in the game.
I like the Ninja Turtles too. I like how they had the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I love the Turtles.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a shame I don't like the way they play.
I was gonna say Captain Cold, but there's a Mr. Freeze skin, so yeah, there's that. I love that shit. Like, I really love that they added like extra characters, like for skins.
Reverse Flash, Power Girl.
Yeah, there's Bizarro,
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne versus Darkseid.
Yeah, that's something.
Do I have anything else to say?
Yep.
Now you can rant about your character roster.
Oh, I'm not even talking about. Okay, I got to rant about the character roster and the story, because my God, Injustice 1 has such a better roster in comparison to Injustice 2, and I'll tell you why. There's no Lobo. No, I'm kidding. But
Don't even fucking care.
all right, my biggest problem with the roster is that my first problem is they took so many characters from the first roster and they just cut them out. Like, so many characters are gone. Not just Lobo, climb your tits. But and what they
I feel like that's the thing. Like, I don't think that really like bothered me too much, especially when a good portion of them are either dead or just never really played that big of a role in the story.
Yeah, it didn't really bother. I mean, Shazam is dead.
Shazam. Yeah, Shazam, Lex Luthor died, and Killer
I'm not.
Frost
But I'm not
and
talking
Joker
about
died.
those
Joker,
guys.
he's still in. I mean, obviously Joker has to still be in, even if he's dead.
Yeah, he's the
He
Joker.
doesn't have to,
I
but
don't think he doesn't have to, but
But it wouldn't make any sense for him to.
No, he has to. He's the goddamn Joker.
He's the goddamn Joker, man.
Yeah, he's Joker. So
No
of course
one will
he-
buy the
yeah.
game if Joker's not in it.
Like, Joker's in Mortal Kombat 11. Of course he's gonna be in the fucking roster.
Like that's not
To be
that-
fair, I think he was like the last character to be revealed, like in the base roster.
Oh yeah.
By the way, and by the way, that's not exactly true. I would have still got the game even if Joker wasn't in the game.
I know,
Yeah,
but
of
like,
course, yeah.
I don't know. But there's 3 different categories of the characters they filled in. The first is secondary characters. Like, you guys are talking about how Atrocitus and Cheetah are so cool that they're in. But to me, they replaced Sinestro and Ares.
That really bummed me out when Sinestro got cut.
Yeah.
I think I'm more bummed by Sinestro. I think I was more bummed by Sinestro than Ares, but yeah.
The second...
Ares was so much fun in that one.
Ares didn't even really play that big of a role in the first game either. Like, he just.
I would argue he played a pretty big role in the first game.
I feed on conflict. Until today, I've been.
He only appeared in 2 scenes. Like,
I know, but those 2 scenes were very important. But anyway, the second category of characters they added in, Batman. Like, there are so many Batman villains in this roster.
Well, he has the best set of villains.
I know, but like for a Justice League game, you kind of need to spread them out. You can't just have Batman. Like, where's Zod? Where's Doomsday? Darkseid was DLC, but
doesn't Injustice 1 also has like a shitload of Batman villains too?
not really. Like, there's Joker, Harley, and Catwoman.
maybe we should go ahead and count them. We got Batman, Joker, Robin, Catwoman, uh, Scarecrow, Bane, Poison Ivy, Red Hood.
Hmm.
Anybody
Harley
else?
Quinn?
Am I missing anybody? I think I'm missing at least somebody.
Harley Quinn?
Harley
Oh
Quinn.
yeah, Harley Quinn. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot her. So yeah, that's like.
There's
9.
Mr. Freeze if you count Captain Cold's old skin.
I would count it because he has his own like voice lines, and I bet most people play as Mr. Freeze than Captain Cold.
Yeah, and I'm
Well,
one of them.
That's
For sure.
10 then. That's 10 Batman characters.
Yeah. And while I like all these characters, I think for a Justice League game you need to like spread them out. Like you're telling me Sinestro can't come back, but we can have like 10 Batman characters. You know what I'm talking about?
Thing is, like,
I want
you
Sinestro
know,
back.
like the thing is, like, even if Sinestro were to come back, like, what would his purpose be? Because he wouldn't be a Yellow Lantern, since the last time we see him, he was with the Guardians with Hal Jordan, and they already gave an explanation.
They
Like,
can make
explain-
they can make a bullshit excuse. Like they said that like Black Adam and Supergirl helped break Wonder Woman out, and we didn't even see that happen. So they could
Yeah,
have done
we
something.
didn't
I
have to.
think
We didn't have to. We didn't have to.
when
We didn't have to.
everybody
we didn't have to
started
see-
ship Wonder Woman and Black Adam.
Yeah, I mean, like they didn't have to. They didn't have to show
Yeah,
him.
we don't
Like
have to
that
see
was.
Wonder Woman and The Rock.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, they didn't have. They didn't have to show that part of the scene because it already shows exactly like how they would break out everyone else. But Sinestro was with the Guardians, so it's like you really had to think of a bullshit reason for why he would come
Well,
back.
we
So
have
when he
two
come back-
bullshit
so when he-
reasons
but
with
would he come back? Would he come back as a Green Lantern? I don't think so. So he would have to come back as a Yellow Lantern, but that would sort of defeat the purpose of the victory. Of
Well, here's the
first game.
thing. The first chapter of the game is like a flashback scene. You could have had a flashback scene with Green Lantern versus Sinestro, and I bet you were going to ask that it'd be super pointless, but the fact that we had a Joker scene with Harley was also super
Yeah,
pointless.
that part was also pointless. It was just because Joker.
And I know you guys were talking about how great the atrocity scene was, but overall, that was super pointless too.
I didn't really care about that one. I just said like,
I
you
never
know,
said I never said it was great. I just
No,
pointed out how
no,
Atrocitus
not
was
like
there
that.
for
We
only
were
one
saying like
fight.
it was cool to see Atrocitus.
Atrocitus looks cool, but he didn't really do anything in the story. He just
Yeah,
showed
Yeah.
up.
he was there for only one
No, like,
fight.
Yeah, there was a lot of
I-
one-off characters.
Like I labeled Atrocitus in the same category as Joker, like in the sense that they just only appeared because they were in the base roster. Like
Yeah, like Swamp
but, like,
Thing.
Swamp Thing's another one. Also.
Dr. Fake is arguably one.
Yeah.
Man, he
Right.
got fucked over, man. He
Yeah.
really got killed.
He lost to Black Canary and Green Arrow. That pissed my friend Sean off really bad.
Stronger than fucking Doctor Strange even.
Yeah,
Is it Doctor Fate the Doctor Strange of DC?
he is.
Yeah, but like Fate is way stronger than Strange though, because like Doctor Strange is like a solar. He can complete a solar system or whatever, but Doctor Fate can like has his powers to like destroy like infinity. It's something to do with Death Battle I watched.
Brainiac, I've come to bargain.
But yeah,
I'm not
and
doing that.
there is a third category about the roster that I don't like: Suicide Squad. Like,
Oh yeah, because
Like,
there was a time when Suicide Squad was coming out.
Yeah.
Came
Kevin
out
is
already.
pissed that Lobo didn't come back. I'm pissed that Deathstroke didn't come back because he got replaced by Deadshot
Deadshot.
because of Suicide Squad.
And then they put in
It's
Enchantress
not
later.
pretty much
because
Yeah.
the
of
same version of
Suicide Squad.
Deathstroke.
Yeah, Enchantress was in there because of Suicide Squad.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought, like, can I be honest with you about Gorilla Grodd for a second? I
Yeah.
thought that they added Gorilla Grodd because of Harambe.
No.
I don't think that's the case, but okay.
No,
I
I know
think,
that's-
I think
know-
maybe
okay.
because they want to add more Flash villains, but then we have Reverse Flash too.
No, but like,
Yeah.
hear me out. Okay, I know that may seem far fetched, but just listen to me. Listen to my perspective. Ever since that incident happened, two things happened. Overwatch came out, and the first thing you see is a talking monkey. And then Gorilla Grodd comes out, and by the way, Harambe became a big ass fucking meme at that point at the time that happened, and I was like, oh my god, why are they adding so many gorilla characters in video games?
I think that's just a
Because
coincidence.
Because of a stupid parent and a stupid kid.
Yeah. But like that's what I thought about Gorilla Cross. I was like, okay, they added another gorilla character in another video game. Like Jesus.
Yep, you brought up Reverse Flash, and I just
I know.
remembered that.
There's a lot of smart monkeys here. Winston, Gorilla Grodd, Mojo Jojo, like
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
I know I'm wrong. I know I'm wrong about this. I'm just telling you like my perspective, like when everything went down
I
and
think
everything.
monkeys in general can just be really smart. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
you brought up
Go ahead.
Reverse Flash, and I just remembered that one scene where he and Captain Cold are like in the bar with Wonder Woman, and like Captain Cold tries freezing Wonder Woman, but like she reflects it back and it freezes Reverse
Oh,
Flash.
that
And he's
part-
just
yeah,
that
oh, I
Yeah, I'm
remember
not
that
gonna-
one.
that was so
Okay, yeah.
funny.
That part was really funny. It was so random, and it's like, well, okay. He stays in this position like we're gonna so
know.
kick her ass.
I know.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
He got like the cocky smirk on his face still.
Yeah. I love Reverse Flash. But anyway, that's all my complaining about the characters. When it comes to the story, oh my fucking god. There's one thing that pisses me off about the story.
Popcorn.
Yeah, the popcorn. Alright. Number 1. The first chapter is a retcon to the first game.
Yeah, that is definitely
Yeah.
it is definitely a retcon.
Because like
it,
yeah, go ahead.
like sorry, again, like from my understanding, it's very unclear when this takes place because like Damien, like
It takes
Batman's
place
first-
after.
No, wait, but like, hold on. Like, what I mean by that is that like I know exactly it takes place like before Injustice 1, but it's like what I mean by that is like it's Batman and Damien's relationship. They started like becoming pretty distant after Dick Grayson's death, which was caused by Damien. Here, you see Damien switch sides to Superman. However, Damien picked up the Nightwing outfit and started helping Superman when Alfred died in the comics. And this is a completely
Oh my
different
god, you seen the
scenario.
comic where
Also-
Alfred like beats the shit out of Superman?
Oh, they reference to that. Harley Quinn
Oh my God,
references
was
that.
incredible.
Also,
So
the
good.
the person that Damien killed in that scene is the person that
Yeah.
killed Alfred in the comics.
Oh, Victor's ass.
His ass, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy who like makes cars between his bodies.
Which, by the way, he was hired by Superman to do that.
Yeah, it was fucked up, man.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
But, like,
Batman Superman was so hurt and salty that Alfred kicked his fucking ass so hard that he sent in a serial killer, psychopath, to do the job for him.
And
he
it's part of
do
the
it.
I don't really care.
Yeah, as part of the reason-
I don't like Damian Wayne and Injustice anyway. So
I
Yeah,
don't like Damien
Alfred
Wayne in
is
general.
perfect
Yeah.
gay, man.
And you know what, Kevin? You told me you don't like Superman. If it makes you feel any better, I kind of don't like I don't like Superman, like, or at least the evil
Superman is
He's
the
good.
lamest hero ever.
I just don't really like the evil. I just think that they just kind of like
I hate the
flip
evil.
around his character.
I hate
I just
evil
think
Superman so much.
I just think they like flip around with his character. Like he says he wants
I'd
to.
take the Batman ending 100 times over.
Like,
Well,
the thing
yeah,
is, like,
because it's
they-
the better
it's
ending.
it's a big contradictory
Yeah.
to Superman because it's like Superman was like, oh yeah, I want to stop like murders and shit, and yet he hires Victor Zsasz to kill like Alfred, and it's like it's such a hypocritical stance, and I don't think it strengthens his character. It just really weakens his character. It's like I just don't like it.
Yeah, but like, back to that ending I was talking about, like seeing Batman just clobbering Superman with
That was so great.
Yeah,
so
it
good.
was- it was-
It was the awesome, most greatest things I've ever seen in a DC universe.
It was so much better than the Superman one where he just blows and he falls down.
Oh god, undoubtedly.
I do like the whole conversation
Superman
they
is
have just
so
before they
lame
fight.
compared to like everyone else almost.
I love like the short little conversation they have just before they fight, where it's like,
Oh my god, the
Hey,
biggest
like,
mood
you-
whiplash I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, like it's like you remember that night when you told me Lois was pregnant, you knew.
Oh
before
yeah,
it.
that was such a
Yeah, that was such a
cute-
good moment,
that was
man.
such a cute, that was such a moving scene, and then he just
Yeah,
ruins
really
it by having
He just punches him out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck?
like, did you like?
That was a good memory. I miss who we were.
I miss the
then.
people
Me
we were
too.
then. Me too.
I just blinked and he just punched him. I'm like, what the fuck? Did I just close my eyes? What?
Moment over.
There's no way they made that scene with the intention of making it serious. I have to admit the fact that they probably did it to make it funny on purpose, because that's impossible to make
because
it
that
serious.
punch was funny. It was like, that's shit out of him. Like, yeah, our moment's done.
I just lost my
Therapy's
shit when
over.
that happened.
Therapy's over.
But
Right.
anyway,
Continue, Noah.
bitching about the story. Number 2, Wonder Woman. We already covered that. She's
Yeah.
she is a psychopathic simp.
I never was a
It,
Wonder
it
Woman.
also
fan.
it also doesn't help that the Wonder Woman movie came out around the same time, so we were like stuck with this Wonder Woman to represent, like when they
Well, the first
got the
Wonder Woman was
event
pretty good,
to
though.
when they put out the like tower event to like promote the movie, but we still had to deal with like the mean Wonder Woman.
Mean Wonder Woman. She goes from 0 to kill in seconds.
I mean, like with the event, like it's hard to celebrate the Wonder Woman movie when you got like
The worst Wonder Woman ever.
in this game.
I mean, I still like the movie, but whatever.
But
I mean,
yeah.
well, continue.
Anyway.
Continue.
There's a lot of nitpicks, but like I want to just move on. It's pretty late, so I just want to move on to the biggest one that pisses me off. So in chapter 10, I think you play as Batman and Superman, and
I think it's 11.
Yeah,
11.
the final fight
11.
with Brainiac?
11.
okay, yeah, when they go to stop Brainiac and they fight Firestorm and
it's-
Swamp
it's-
Thing
it's
for
chap-
some fucking reason.
It's chapter 11.
Chapter 11. Okay, so
Yeah.
early in the story, Batman.
With Black Adam and Aquaman after they killed Grodd.
That was the
Yeah.
best scene in the game. But so earlier in the story, Batman tries to like kind of guilt trip Superman by having that Justice League table. And part of me knew this wasn't going to work, but I had like the smallest amount of hope that like Superman would see the error of his ways and become good again. And during chapter 11,
Actually, I was hoping that he would die. To be honest, like I think if he would have died in that scene, I think it would have been strong. I think it would have been really cute. It would have been like a really emotional and moving.
It's cute.
No, I didn't mean to say cute.
Next March 2021.
Superman dying is cute. I didn't mean to say cute. Cute just came out. A cute came out of my mouth, but that wasn't what I meant to say. I meant to say
Somebody
just.
dies cute. Next March 2021.
Jesus
And you get-
Christ.
and you
Somebody's
get
in
the
a
whole thing.
fire. Oh my god, I'm burning! That's cute.
Like they kind of fake you out with the whole "did he die" thing, because like
Yeah,
Superman's
they
like,
did.
He's gone. I'm sure that makes you very happy. And Batman's like, no, I miss him too. I miss who he was before.
Yeah.
You guys
If he
totally
actually
killed me. You
I
guys
knew he
totally
wasn't
killed me.
dead, but if he was, that would have been a much better scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
But
Yeah, continue. I think I know where this is
so
going. Though.
chapter 11, you know, I was hoping Superman would like just see that he was wrong and move on with his life. And chapter 11 did a very good job of like seeing that he was being his usual self. Up until everybody walks into the room, you know, fucking Captain America Civil War style, and they're just having this big fucking complaint about leaving Brainiac alive when there's some
Yeah.
cities that need to be saved.
Oh my god, can we talk about that one scene where like Superman was about to kill Brainiac and Batman was like, Clark, no, he puts his hand on his chest.
Yeah.
And he just looks at him, was like, I know damn well you did not just touch me,
Yeah.
you motherfucker.
I remember me and my friend just played the story mode like a couple of days ago, where his reaction was like, dude, like even Batman's like, he says the line, even if I agreed to kill him, we can't. We need his help to save the cities. So like Batman wasn't 100% against killing Brainiac. It's just
Yeah,
that you have to wait because we need to save the cities.
Right.
And Superman doesn't even entertain the thought. Like, no, he needs to die right now and I'll do it myself. Like, it took that character development from chapter 11 and throws it right out the window because they want a Captain America Civil War scene.
I think that was honestly my biggest problem with the Justice 2 story. Like, is that by the end, because that for the most part, it was like a pretty, really fun, like consistent storyline, and I think it handled the characters really well. But then, like by the end, it's like it went back. I think it took 3 steps back. Like it went back to like that same conflict with Batman and Superman. It went back that everybody started like hating each other and picking a side, and it's like, you know, it kind of made It kind of made the entire journey pointless because
Well,
it's
at least you get to be Batman side.
Well, like if,
Well,
you,
yeah.
if, you, if with Batman's ending, it basically just goes back to how Injustice 1 ended. But if you take Superman's ending, it goes exactly back to Injustice 1, but worse.
Yeah.
So it's like, at the end of the day, it almost feels like nothing was accomplished except Supergirl joining the Justice League,
Yeah,
or
and instead of that prison,
the circle of trust. Yeah, not the Justice League, the circle of trust.
instead of that Red Sun prison or wherever he was being held at, he's being held in the Phantom Zone instead. That's like that and Supergirl, like the only differences between like the start and everything.
Well, to me,
yeah,
go ahead.
And this is when my bias kicks in because of course I'm gonna side with Batman. I mean, it's like I'm not gonna side with Superman.
Even if I liked Superman more, but like Superman's character has already been contradictories. Superman's character was already super like butchered in contradictories numerous times. So it's like his ideology is so lost in translation. If he justifies killing like certain people, it's already been justified. It's already been like contradicted with the amount of heroes he's killed, with the amount of villains that he's worked with, and even had said villains kill other good guys. Like it's already lost its ideology. And I think Batman's, while it could have been done better in exploring it, because they did touch upon something in Chapter 1 where Damian was like, okay, so you're not okay with killing, but you're okay with traumatic brain injuries. Like
they're still breathing.
Something like that is like I think they should have explored a little bit more with Batman, and I think that could have made this ideology conflict a little stronger, where it's showing both sides of the conflict, but like so both sides of the contradictory statements. But at the end of the day, Superman contradicted himself way more times than Batman has. So like even if I liked Superman more, yeah, I'm siding with Batman in this one. Sorry.
There's two things I want to say.
I like Batman more already. So.
Two things.
Circle of trust. Glad to be a part of it, Kevin. Hopefully, we don't disagree in the next tier list we do.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be the next one for sure.
Two things about what you just said, Mark.
Yeah.
I forgot what they were. Kidding.
Wow. Okay.
But all right, that scene was just Damian Wayne being a little bitch baby like he is in the entire game. Who has like this?
Fucking dumb. Like
he has the silver medal of the worst character in the whole game.
I'm pretty sure that was the intention, but I'm saying that you can have a conversation about that.
And you can if you get Red Hood's ending in the arcade mode.
Such a massive disgrace to like all Robins, really.
It's like that one scene where he like confronts Blue Beetle and Firestorm. It's like you side with Batman, he's weak, and
fuck Damian.
What does that make you?
Like, are you fucking serious? You have any idea who that is? You're little.
I hate Damian.
And Blue Beetle was like, if Batman's weak, what does that make you? And he's like,
you want to know the hardest I laughed? When Blue Beetle. What the fuck? Blue Beetle.
Blueberry. Hold on. I heard Blueberry in there. Okay,
Berry?
I just want to point that out.
Blue Beetle was like, I hope I never had a kid, and he goes, I was the perfect child. I laughed so fucking hard when I heard that line. I'm like, fuck no, you ain't. You're an abortion that didn't happen.
Wait, do you want me to know what made me really laugh?
What?
It was in Injustice 1, though. Like, after you use Batman to beat Damian Wade, he says to him, "You're dead to me."
Yeah, because he's a little twat.
Yeah, he's a twat.
Okay.
You stopped being my son after you killed Dick Grayson. He was my son.
Yeah, Dick Grayson. I'll say Dick Grayson is like a million times better.
You know what the funniest part is? You can tell that "You're dead to me" line is still there because other than the flashback chapter, he doesn't talk to Damian at all.
Oh yeah.
Like when he's acting like a smug prick to him at the prison, he just looks at him and then he just walks by him. He doesn't talk to him at all.
Good, serves him right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that kid.
We are long.
But yeah, like that Superman thing really. Yeah, that Superman thing though, where it looked like he was gonna turn good, but didn't.
I hope that kid gets amnesia, and then he has to learn that like he killed Dick Grayson again and gets hated for it.
I don't think that's gonna happen, but I would love for it to happen. But like the thing about Superman not turning back to the good side, or at least entertaining the thought, it pisses me off because that's what they were kind of doing with Cyborg. Like, at the beginning of Cyborg and Catwoman's chapter, like, Cyborg was just ready to just leave Harley for dead when she was, like, going through a seizure or something. And when Catwoman's like, fucking use your fucking magic hands on her. And then she's like, more. And then they were just like he was actually happy, like, yeah, I saved lives. I forgot what this feels like.
Wait. Remember the part where Poison Ivy just made fun of Cyborg's
yes!
between the legs? Like, you had to pick Cyborg in that fight.
You also gotta pick Cyborg against Harley Quinn because, like, Cyborg legitimately tries to kill Harley and Catwoman, like, knocks the fucking cannon. You're like, Harley better be breathing. Fucking
I love the Catwoman versus Poison Ivy fight where afterwards she goes back. Cyborg just gives her like, I didn't fucking try to help her.
I can't believe, like, I know you can't get back what you missed, especially between the legs.
And you know what?
Yeah,
like, I agree with as much as I agree with that, Noah, but I think they kind of ruined it in, like, the scene afterwards where he was like, Black Canary and Green Arrow are probably dead, so who gives a shit?
Well, I saw it progressing. I didn't say it was there yet. Like, he was on the right track, but then we never saw him again.
I was just thinking about how Cyborg has the same voice actor as the animated series again. It reminds me.
Oh, yeah.
You remember in Injustice 1 with Raven and her voice? That was so bad.
You know what sucks?
Yeah, like, it's all echoed and shit.
Do you know what sucks about that? I found out it's the same voice actress. They just told her to do it differently.
Yeah.
But the voice was so good in the animated series.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but they wanted her to make her
I
seem like
couldn't-
she was possessed by like her father that I can't remember the name of.
I couldn't believe it. Like, it was the same voice actress, but they told her to perform in a different way. Like, why would you do that?
We just bought it to the even less fault.
If it was a different voice actress, I wouldn't care, but, like, it was the same chick.
Why would you tell her to make, like, one of her most iconic voices ever? Like, change it up a bit. Like, make it, like, deeper or something.
Yeah.
Make it more dramatic.
Yeah.
Like, piss off.
That was just all kinds of wrong. Also, let's have
It was, like, too immature sounding for her to sound like that? Is that it?
I don't know.
I think it's because Injustice 1 wanted to make it seem edgy. I think if she came back and
that, but there's like limits to that.
I'm not defending it. I'm just pointing it out. I
know.
I was like, I don't really like it. It's like, remember, I don't really like Injustice 1 that much. Like, I'm not defending it.
And Rob Perlman didn't voice Deathstroke there.
And also, I'm pretty sure if Raven came back in, like, Injustice 3 or something, I'm pretty sure they're going to make her sound like a normal voice. Because, like, they actually did a lot of course correction in Injustice 2. Like, regarding, like, how characters were presented in the first game.
The characters definitely look a lot better in Injustice 2.
You know what the thing was? It's like in Injustice 1, they wanted them to have radically different designs. But in Injustice 2, they gave them back their original designs. Like, I think the biggest example for me is Black Adam, because he was bald in Injustice 1, and now he's got his signature haircut.
Yeah. I always thought the bald
Well,
look
not
was,
the original. Well, it's
looking.
not like his, like, for Black Adam, it's not, he wasn't bald, like, when you go, like, character selection, select them, like, that's
Well,
I know, that was the
default.
regular universe one, but the one we actually see in the story mode is bald.
Yes, agreed, yes, I'm just saying that. I thought you said, like, Black Adam's, like, original was the bald one, but it
Speaking
wasn't.
of
No,
Black Adam,
I
always
backwards.
hated fighting him in
Yeah.
the towers.
Okay.
I always hated fighting Black Adam in
Yeah, because
Injustice 2.
Because Black Adam was one of the best characters in the game.
Yeah, he was super
Again,
good. Holy
so
crap.
cheap. Yeah.
Trust me, I've seen competitive. I can tell you Black Adam's there, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's Wonder Woman.
Shows
I
off.
mean, yeah, the Rock is really hard to fight in that game.
Yeah. But
Help.
I got all to say with Injustice 2. I don't know if you have any closing thoughts.
I fanboyed hard when the Turtles and Hellboy showed up.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was really hyped for both of them.
I don't know if y'all heard me say this, but I really like Sub-Zero's design in this game.
Oh, he was so good, man.
I forgot he
definitely
was
up
in this
there.
game.
It's definitely up there that it's one of my favorite
I
designs.
fucking love the icicles around his arms and his hood.
Yeah.
He definitely looked like a
think he actually
comic book
looks-
character.
He
I
did.
think
He
he
really
actually looks. I think he actually looks better than Scorpion did in Justice 1.
I agree.
Agreed.
I agree. I actually didn't like Scorpion's design in Injustice 1, to be honest.
I liked it. I liked it. I was happy that it came back in Mortal Kombat X.
It's fine. They just did Sub-Zero much better, is all.
Yeah.
Fair.
That I do agree.
But the question remains, who's the Mortal Kombat character going to be in Injustice 3?
I
okay.
predict it's gonna be Johnny Cage, to be honest.
It's going to be Rain.
Did you know there was
It's gonna be Ray. I can't wait to look all your faces and point at you.
I will lose myself if Rain gets in Injustice
Did you
3.
guys know there was a? Did you guys know there was like a WWE mobile game made by the?
Yes, I know.
Johnny Cage is in that game. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Cage is in there.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, though. I forgot what the title was.
And his super is basically his X-ray with MKX.
What was it called? Oh my god. WWE.
WWE Immortals.
Mortals, thank you.
I'm immortal.
I'm not afraid to die. Strolls back will I. You can't
kill me. I'm
I'm immortal.
But this is the NRS list and the Mortal Kombat list. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of disagreements, but at least we didn't go for. Well, there were some, but we didn't go for our throats. That's cool.
But way less than usual. So
We might do that
yeah.
if we ever do the characters.
I would love to see the characters.
That's the next tier list characters.
I'm going to be I'm going to be honest. I was expecting this to be like the shortest tier list video. It probably ended up being the longest.
Dude, Noah, I think you underestimated our passion for games. Like,
I think the most of the talk time was Mortal Kombat Aftermath in the Injustice games.
Yeah, that was definitely
really.
it. But like, dude, like if we do these tier lists, like don't expect them to be don't expect them to be shorter than an hour. Like I think an hour is the minimum we'd be going for. And even then, we still somehow managed to talk enough times to get it to 3 hours.
It's just so much fun, though. I like really.
It is a lot of fun.
Great, it's fantastic. I want to do this more. Jesus.
Yeah, it's like I just
sorry that I joined late, but to be fair,
yeah, you didn't have I don't want to be rude, but you didn't really have a lot to talk about until we decided to have Injustice stuff.
Yeah. Well, that and like the newest Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely want more. I
was busy playing Smash with John anyway.
I like to do more of these. We could do these like as a weekly thing. Like like we could do like one of these every Friday or something. I don't know. We could do something like that.
I'd much rather prefer to do it on the weekends though, because like I
don't have work
tomorrow though, thank God. But like the thing is, like it's so much easier if I do it like on a Friday or something.
Like I just prefer if we have like a schedule and we can do it rather than be like, hey, are we gonna do a tier list or what? And it's gonna be like it's like 12 in the morning and then we be talking until it's like the Sonic list all over again.
Wait, are you guys available Wednesday by any chance?
I'm available any day.
No,
I'm a late owl.
Mike's thing, shit.
Yeah, we have Mike's thing coming.
All right, Friday then. Is anyone available Friday?
I was thinking. I think Friday should be like. At least I think Friday should be a go-to day.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I don't know about
agree.
you.
Sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Noah?
I'm available any day.
All right, so Friday it is.
Friday it is.
Yeah.
All right.
You heard it
I like
here
this.
first, folks. Well,
All right. Friday's gonna be like our tier list days, and then Saturday is our online sessions.
Yes, right, exactly.
This is perfect. This is perfect.
Very, very perfect.
Too bad the series is canceled. No, I'm kidding.
Wow. Because the cast was fighting too much about their opinions. Man,
I do. If this is gonna be a weekly thing, I want to keep the variety up. Like I don't want next time to be Mortal Kombat characters. Kind of wanted to focus on a different topic and maybe loop around maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I would have preferred the characters more because we haven't done what's it called?
Crash.
We haven't done Crash. We haven't done Sonic. We haven't done. Well, I don't know about. I mean, Sonic would skip, I guess.
We can discuss this like before like the day.
Wait, hold on, let me Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
I definitely want to try out Soul Calibur, and that's it.
I wrote down in my notes that we could do Crash, Sonic, Mortal Kombat, Pokemon, like
Not Pokemon for me.
okay.
Well, not Pokemon for me because I haven't played all of them.
Great. Oh, okay. Well,
Well,
shit.
definitely not Pokemon for me. Sorry. I've played no Pokemon at all. Like, Smash Pokemon is about as much as I get out of it.
It's going to be a very limited series then.
I mean, we'll see. I gotta go. I've had to go to the bathroom since 1 a.m, so
Oh my god!
I really fucking need to go
Holy
now. So I'll see you guys.
Go ahead.